Christmas on Monday, 2 more days. You had the winter solstice. I believe that was so you had a lot of celebrities posting you know stuff about witchcraft, saying the mother's prayer, and everybody's in that Christmas spirit, that holiday spirit, man. You know, they're going to be destroyed right here in Babylon, and that's why we named this the title of the camp is the future of America is not bright. All right. If you know anything about the word America, it goes back to bitter, and that's the way that this place is going out bitterly, man. All right, and it was born basically bitter. It was taken bitterly. Look at the blood, sweat, and tears and all our ancestors that got put to death here, man. So that they had it bitter here. We still have it bitter here. And it's about to get more bitter. The more and more that y'all turn further and further away from Yahweh Shem Shai by Shemar Chakadash, the more bitter it's going to be for you.
This is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1. Hear ye the word which
But the Lord told us we're not supposed to follow the customs after these people, man. These devils always want to, and it's your only people, they always want to, but the Lord going to jack him up for that. The nigga, he cut bare skin.
He says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
Right, that's why they be making, the star, moon, crescent. They worship that, Ishmael. They just made that everything, and that's why the Lord said, because their customs and their traditions are vain, man. Their traditions and their customs are vain, and for you following the ways of it's a reward with that, man. All right, so the Lord, you're going to get your reward for following after what these heathens, what they follow after, because they got a reward coming for them as well, man. Now, why it's looking so good to you? All the heathens on top, they got it all. You want the same things as them. That's why the Lord said, learn not their ways. And look what's happening now with T.D. Jakes and Puff Daddy and all that, man. They're being exposed for the vile people they are. They're the degenerate vine, man. You're supposed to be a pastor. You're supposed to be going with the scriptures, but you're not blameless, man. You're full of blame, and that's why there's nothing done under the sun that shall not come. Well, it's nothing done in the dark that shall not come to the light. And that's why you're seeing all these entertainers get exposed now, man. The people that you looked up, that you idolize, man. They're a bunch of demons, man. That's what they really are. They feed on your children, they play on your children, and that's what they do. All right. That's why you had the bishop getting his rod licked by a minor, man. By a minor, man. And that's supposed to be a man that people look up to, man.
Draw nigh to me with their mouth.
That's right.
And honor me with their lips, but their heart is far.
Old church and all that. So people flock to things like that. And a lot of these people out here, that's what they do. Pick up the Bible, you read a couple verses a day thinking that you cool, then you go off. Bread goes in one ear and out the other. But for that, and if you really read your scriptures, you will know that right now is not the time that you're supposed to be celebrating. To the Maccabees, and when all the dirt come up, then the Lord is going to cast the judgment on this place and take it off the face of the planet, man. So just like this says, they go on teaching doctrines of men. You got Martin Luther King. You got two schools down there. They're supposed to be black colleges. All right, down there in Atlanta, Georgia. You got Spelman University and you got Morehouse. Now Spelman was the last name of I want to say what not David Rockefeller. It was one of the Rothschilds. I gotta look it up again. But that was the name of his wife. You know, so, I think her name is Nancy. Gave that college. That college is named after her. But it's for what? Negroes to go to. It's supposed to be a black college, man. You know? So you go there, get your education level, but your education is still coming from Esau. They're still teaching the doctrines of men. They're still teaching you how to be a good boy, so to speak. That's why they put their puppet up there, his statue up there, man. You know, to still keep you niggas in line. That's what that school's designed for. And Martin Luther King, he was in cahoots with the Rothschilds, man. Matter of fact, I think he knew Nancy Spelman, Rothschild, and her husband. Because there's pictures of him and Coretta Scott King at those parties with the Rothschilds. So what are you doing at a Rothschild party if you're not down with them, if they're not controlling you? Because these are the richest people on the planet, man. You know, so if you're working for them and if you down with them, you're under their spell, you're going to blurt out what they tell you to blurt out. To keep your status in life, and all they do is tell you, yeah, just say this to them, keep them calm, so they don't uprise against us. And that's what they do. They use their own people against you, man. And now you follow after these customs and these traditions, but when then you look at men like that, go to these churches and all that. That's the doctrine of men, man. Because why do you think you got Christian Bible colleges? Who runs those? Who owns those? Esau, man. You know. So when you go there, they teach you their curriculum of the scriptures. But Esau don't know the scriptures like the Israelites, because the scriptures was written by the Israelites, about the Israelites, and for the Israelites. You know, about all our enemies, who we came to count against, who the Lord blessed and gave this, that, and what king he allowed to be raised up. Because the prophet spoke these things that was given to him by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, right? Ba'ashem Arachapadash.
Exactly. And you know what? If the scriptures go against Esau, why would the Lord reveal his secrets to those that he's against?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, he allows them to do a diligent search.
Right.
They know, but so much as the Lord allowed them to know, you know what I mean? But the deep secrets, the deep dark sayings, the breakdowns of the scriptures, Esau, he's more of a logical, rational creature.
Right.
You know what I mean? Esau is not spiritual.
That's right. And if the Lord gives him something, it's like he gave that dream to Alexander the Greek.
God.
He gives him things like that to let him know, yeah, it's your time to rule, but it ain't going to be long. Because look how fast he took him out of there. You know, I think he reigned like 12 years.
God.
That's a short time compared to how we going to rule. You know, all those kings that he put up, all the Nebuchadnezzars that he put up, their time came and went down. They ain't ruled like that, just like the presidents of the United States. The longest they can rule is 8 years, man. You know, to be on top like a king. You are actually a king in this land, but all you can rule for is 8 years. That's how long your throne lasts. Come on, man. When we get on our thrones, Lord's willing, we be a part of that number. We're going to rule forever with Yahweh Shai, man. You know?
Yo, and they still alive.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, it's time to get off your throne.
Yeah.
Nah, our people rule until they die.
That's right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? And
exactly.
then, if you have sons, they become your heirs.
Yup. Princes.
You know, it goes down.
Yep.
It goes down to the generations.
That's right.
You know, that comes after you.
Right.
Your lineage.
That's right.
Not given, it's your time is up from another man, and then it's given to a whole nother, like, that's confusion.
Exactly. Let's look at King David. In his kingdom, he ruled till he died. And then guess what? It was given to Solomon. Solomon did what? He ruled till he died. You know, he ain't ruled no 4 years. Okay, yeah, look, go to the next one then. No, that's Esau shit, man. You know, and that's how you know that this kingdom is jacked up. They got a short time. Even going back to Rome, you know, they did the same thing with their Caesars. They only ruled for a certain amount of time, and then they was out of there. You know? Yeah, bro.
Back to Jeremiah 10, verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain.
That's right.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe.
How you know this is true? Look at how you go. They got those Christmas tree farms and all that. What do? You go there and cut it out. You cut it down. If you saw it, you can use an axe. Whatever. You know what I mean? They showed you that on the news, man. This dude, what's his name? Bob Kelly. You know, he comes on Fox 29 early in the morning, but it was one show last week. You know, where he went to a Christmas tree farm and he cut down 2 trees for the people that was in the newsroom. You know, and what they going to do? They going. Matter of fact, the scripture's going to tell you what it do. You know.
Verse 4, they deck it with silver and with gold.
That's right. Why you think they sing deck the halls?
Right.
You know, deck the halls and all that. It's gold, which it has a deeper meaning as well. You know, but deck the halls, you decorating your tree. You know, decorating your cribs, man. You know, throwing up all these different, and then what they do, they put the silver. What's that? The silver. What's that? The silver.
Oh yeah, like the wrap.
Yeah, it's like it looks like like something like a scarf, but it's not a scarf. So they got the silver, they got the gold, then they put the balls on there. Hey, Shalom, bro, y'all about to shop. So they put the balls on there and decorate it like that.
Yeah, even on the express train.
Yo, yeah.
You know, you got all the bowls, and all that.
Yeah.
It says they deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it moves not.
Right. So you got that's what it is. To the ground, they bang it with the hammer, put the nails in it. You even got I remember growing up, and they had the whole the kit where you ain't even have to do it, but you fasten it so it stands straight up. You know, it'll stand straight up. Then you decorate it. Some of them, you know, some people bought their own decorations, and some decorations you would the tree would come with, man. Because you used to have trees that you would buy, and they came with the decoration. You just put it on there. You know? But you got it, bro.
Right, you even got fake trees. But yeah, with the big joints that they light up like downtown, and it's heavy because over there in New York where they got the main tree, they go traveling to the forests to look for the biggest one.
Right, yeah.
And what over there where they light it at is Rockefeller Center.
Right.
The center.
Hey,
And it's what?
bro.
Rockefeller.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The family the you know, the banking families, the so-called royal families, they own that areas, those areas, New York, the World Trade, you know,
right.
and that's where all the people from around the world go to, over there to see the tree and to watch the ball drop for the so-called New Year's. You know what I mean? When everything is dead,
Right.
you know.
And yo, they do that at the White House too. They get the biggest tree for the White House, and I think they already had it, the tree lighting and all that, man. You know, so everybody, Babylon is all on one accord right now with their days, and they about to shut everything down on Monday. You know, a lot of stores going to be closed. You know, like what I would like the Sabbath day in our kingdom. It's going to be like that, you know. Everything going to be shut down. Ain't going to be no buying and selling on those days. But here in Babylon, they doing it right now, bro. That's the spirit. That's the scriptures we on right now, bro.
It says, verse 5, they are upright as the palm tree but speak not. Because people worship this,
That's right.
you know. But they stand up like straight because they got the big trees. They wrap it with like a string from each corner, and then they spread it out and they hammer the nail.
Right.
So that way, with the wind, it won't toss to and forward of them.
That's right. And how you know that they celebrate, how they worship these things? For one, they have a whole ceremony to light it. You know, so they light it up and all. Oh yeah, let's sing these songs and this. That's a sign of worship, man. You know, that's why it tells you in the scriptures. They have gods of gold and silver and wood, man. That tree is wood, man.
Whoa,
You know,
speak not.
yeah, God, that tree don't speak, but they're worshiping, decorating it. You know,
Yeah,
and you got to put it up in your house. You know, every house in America got a tree. Well, not every house, but the ones the ones that
damn near.
yeah, kind of the ones that follow these things, they got trees in their houses, right? And that's why, you just had an instance here in Philly where a man, I think he had 3 children. This guy, man, he had 3 children. It was on the news. He came back and he was dead, man. You know, now do I know if it was a Jake or not? I don't know. You know, but see, and if he was a Jake, that's judgment on him from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Because you probably lying to him, oh yeah, Santa Claus, this, Santa, yeah, and then the Lord took him out, man. You know? And this is all consequences for following away the heathen. That's why we named this camp. You know? The future of America is not bright, man. Why? Because of all the idols that you serve, everything that you follow the multitude to do evil, man. Bunch of wicked niggas, man. And that's why the Lord is going to come back and check all y'all, man. You know? And that's coming real soon. All right, sooner than you think. And we're going to hop into those scriptures to back up what we're saying, man. You know?
Hey, real quick, and to top it off, what they do, they put the 5-pointed star on top of the tree. And if you know what the 5-pointed star represents, it's the face of the God that they worship.
Yep, the devil, man.
You know what I mean?
It's, the Baphomet.
They put it right on top of the star, like here.
Yep,
Bam.
that's right.
Now it's set. And then you get the gifts.
Yep, yep. Ew,
You know what I mean?
That's
Oh,
right.
here's the gifts.
They say a gift
But
destroys the
what
heart.
Yo. And what? And all of it is vain.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because Satan knows how to give gifts too.
That's right.
You
Exactly.
know what I mean? To blind you
Yep.
in this world. And that's what all these people worry about. Is materialistic shit that's gonna be dissolved in that fire.
Right.
You know?
And then you put the gifts under the tree, like you're giving the gifts to the tree, but you put the person's name on it and they come and grab it. You know? Oh, Santa Claus left these here. Santa Claus goes into Satan's claws, man.
Yeah.
You know, Satan's claws. So you're caught. And then it's all about Esau, Edomites, and red. Red, that's Esau. That's their color. They're red, man. You know, and red is what they love blood, man. That's like a blood sacrifice, basically, to get those gifts, putting them under the trees and all that, man. You know, this nigga got a lifeline on his head, man. It's fucking crazy.
Damn.
You better hope that the Lord,
Oh, shit.
you know what I mean, leave him a lifeline.
Yo, and then what? They got a good list and a bad list.
Yup,
A
yeah,
list.
cut. Yup, that's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right, man. Because they making a mockery out of Yahweh, son, and Yahweh, because he knows everything. He's almighty. So you're saying that, basically saying that Santa knows everything, Satan knows everything. He sees you when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake, all that shit, man. You know? All they do is tell you lies and feed you lies here, man. All right? Lies upon lies upon lies upon lies, man. You know? Because the brother got there, Amos 5:21, it says, I despise your feast days. I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. And that's right, man. And this will be a solemn assembly for America. The Lord says he hates it. Because what you do the same thing as you do on Thanksgiving. You cook a goddamn ham, a turkey, and a whole bunch of abominable food, shrimp, lobster, crabs, all that stuff, man. And y'all be feasting on all that. Till your fucking bellies is full, man. You know? But that's why, as a matter of fact, for y'all that enjoy that celebrate these days, like, when we first came to camp, we was setting up. This Edomite walked up. He know damn well that we don't get down like that. Cause yo, we've been out here so long. You already know, man. All right. But he said to us, he was like, "Hey guys, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Enjoy your holiday." We just laughed it off and like, "Yo, you too, buddy." You know, why are we going to try to convince you of something that's not worth convincing? Because first of all, you a heathen, man, and this is your time to shine, man. So you want to do it to death, Esau. But for Jake, for Jake, you do that, man. Well, you 2/3, you already labeled, man. And like man, let that sink in, man. Let that really sink inside your fucking skulls, man. Because Israelites back then, they knew that they was Israelites, and they was the same ones that put Yahweh Shah on the cross. So ain't nothing new under the sun. Everybody think a 2/3 is a man that doesn't know that he's an Israelite. He's in a Gentile state of mind. He has to be woken up. The Lord has to open his mind if it be so. He could wake up at the last minute. Look at that man that was on the cross next to Yahweh Shah. He believed in Yahweh Shah at the last minute. And Yahweh Shah said, because you believe that you'll be with me in the kingdom, man.
That's how it put it. Isaiah chapter 19, verse 3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail.
That's right.
In the midst thereof. Right. And I will destroy the counsel thereof.
Oh, damn. See that? It says the spirit of Egypt shall fail. And what's the spirit of Egypt right now? 'Tis the seal. You got to get in the spirit of Christmas. What they say, we in the Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
That's the spirit of Egypt, man. And it's going to fail. Why? Because everything that they're telling you to serve a fat ass white man. Which, if you really look at it, Saint Nick was black, man. Saint Nick was an Israelite, man. All right, you look it up for yourself. Because all the saints are dark-skinned men. All the saints are Israelites. I ain't gonna say they're all dark-skinned because you got speckled birds. All right, but what I will say that all the saints are Israelites, man. Look at Cornelius. He was of the Italian band, so he looked like one of those Italians, man. Those Romans, man. Those ones that spoke Latin with the pale skin. But he was a just man, and a just man, the only just men is Israelites, man. And that's why Peter had that dream before Cornelius sent his men to go speak to him. Because he was coming looking like another nation. So Peter had to, the Lord had to get it in his mind like, yo, he's going to look, like an unclean thing. But call nothing uncommon what I call common, man. But he has cleansed, man. And Cornelius put out a whole lot of alms, man. Cornelius paid a lot of alms to his people, man. But this, like I said, the spirit of Egypt, man. That's what everybody in right now. No matter what you follow, yo. If the Lord don't open up your mind, your life, to come up out of Babylon, you in the spirit of Egypt. And Egypt is what? Bondage. The house of bondage, man. The house of bondage. All right. And yo, when we first came out here, it was quiet as hell, man. As soon as the spirit come out of demons, they want to try to come up against it, but they can't battle it. It wasn't a soul out here. Not a soul. Hey, that word is like a magnet, so you got to come get condemned or you come get blessings. However the way the Lord sees fit for it. But now he brought you out here because you see men out here speaking the truth, telling you the whole truth, and all you do is walk past, want to cuss at each other, run up and down the street, being fucking degenerate tyrants, man. So for that, it's a reward for that, man. But you can't say that you haven't seen, so that's why the Lord brings you out here. So you want to cut the donkey or not, man? It's on you. You got it, man.
God says, and I will destroy my place, verse 3, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards.
Oh yeah, and that's what they did in the winter solstice, which was Thursday. You know, that's this is that, and the winter solstice is a heavy time for those demons, man. You know, because every day like, oh yeah, we're gonna come back in the spring. You know, because everything's about to die. But that was a practice of the heathens, man, the pagans,
Right?
the winter solstice. You know, because they wanted a sign basically that that the summertime, the springtime is gonna come back. But they really ain't have no knowledge like that. Not like us, you know. So they did all types of rituals, wicked acts and deeds, and prayed to all those different gods. The sorcerers amongst them, the wizards amongst them, the ones that have familiar spirits. The same way they do right now, man. You got your presidents, they go to psychics, man.
Yep.
You think they're not talking to psychics right now to see if we're lying? You know, they deal with those type of things, man. And a lot of it would be like women and stuff like that.
They show you that in ancient movies.
Right, yeah.
The ancient war Rome type movies.
Yep.
They go to what they call them the seers.
Yep.
Because they get it from the left hand side. You know what I mean? Like, what up?
Right. Like
No.
demon means intelligence. And you got demons on the left hand side with intelligence because they knew who Yahweh Shah was. The demons know the spirits that's on this planet right now. The demons know who the righteous are. The demons also know who the wicked are. You know? And the demons know that their time is short, man. But what they do, they're going to try to deceive as many as they can, man. You know? And that's what they're doing right now. That's why, you know, they want to shut our mouths, man. Which eventually is going to happen because they already started. Now you got to put all your information, to sign into some Wi-Fi. It's supposed to be free Wi-Fi. When you come out, to ask your email address, your name, your first and last name, and all that. They ain't do that before. So now they're trying to pinpoint who you are, get what you're speaking about, and they're going to start trying to shut your channels down. So don't think that the family of the word ain't coming. That's why we try and go so hard now for it. Because at the end, you're going to go the hardest because that's like a triathlon. You give it your all at the end because you can see the finish line. All right? We're not trusting in sorcerers. We're not trusting in wizards. We're not trusting in any familiar spirits. We're trusting in that one true spirit, which is of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem HaRachakodash. All right? That's the spirit that we trust in. That's the spirit that we come in. That's the spirit that we believe in. All right, and that's the spirit that we're willing to give the ghost up for. If it when it comes down to it, if the Lord keeps that spirit on us, man, you know, the same way that He did with Yahweh Shah, that spirit stayed on Yahweh Shah and all the prophets and the ones after him, and the ones that came before him. You know, and the ones that's here now. All right, they're in the same spirit. All right, you got it, brother.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 10. It says, "For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee."
That's right, yo, because you got a lot of men out here that got great knowledge of things, but they're wicked as hell, man. And they think, you got to get out. You might have to get that on cheek too.
On to 10 to 13.
Right.
Isaiah 47 and 10.
Right.
"For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness,
Right.
thou hast said, none seeth me."
That's right. They said none seeth me. You know? Yeah, matter of fact, prime example. Look at Puff Daddy. You know? What you got? Yeah, Tyler Perry's, all those men, man. Yo, what's Joe? No, what's the guy? The baby. He got caught out there sucking ride, the White Howard's ride on camera. Your Drakes.
All them dudes that was in that white party.
Yeah, cut.
White
Yup,
party.
Exactly. Yup. Well, what's that dude's name? I forgot the white guy.
Yeah,
Michael,
that hosted
Michael
it.
something.
He was a Jew,
Yeah,
so-called, whatever.
Yeah, a Jewish guy, but he's a he's you know he's an Amalekite. He's not an Israelite. He's not of your brother. All right. But yo, and all they do, they want to expose you anyway. They want to embarrass you. They want to humiliate you. But you doing these things like, oh, can't nobody see me? They recording your ass. You know, and guess what? They're going to expose you in due time. You know, when they get done away with you, when they feel like you're washed up or whatever, and you look like you're going to rebel, what are they going to do? They're going to throw all that stuff that they got on you that you thought was hidden and washed away. All right, Esau. That's how Esau played. That's why the scripture tell you never trust our enemy, man. Never trust our enemy. But what you niggas do, you trust them, and you think that these dudes is gangsters because they get popped by Esau, rap all this hard stuff, and then want to bark at their brother. But as soon as Esau come, they tune their tail up, man. You know, take it easy. Freaking weirdos, man.
That's why they make them do these humiliation rituals.
Right.
Having dressed up as a woman
Right.
in the movies.
Uh-huh.
You know, all them comedians, all your favorite rappers rap.
Yeah.
They all did that shit, man.
Right. Yep.
You know? Because
Right.
ain't nobody just get big, a big platform. You get your own restaurant, the this, the that. You just get that out of nowhere because you're
Right.
so-called talented.
Exactly.
We see more talent, and poor people in the train got more talent.
Exactly. And they trying to get there, man. You know? All you gotta do is sell out to get there. Even 6ix9ine, you know, now it's coming out on 6ix9ine. He humping on DJ Academic, I believe. You know,
Shit.
and they said they've been humping for a minute. You know, so all hey, this the time of exposure, man. And the America's future is not bright, man. You got it, bro.
God, thy wisdom and thy knowledge, they have perverted thee.
They ain't gonna fit.
And thou hast said in thine heart, I am and none else beside me. And that's how Esau, these Amalekites, these Zionists, these all of them, break it down, that's how they feel. You know what I mean? They feel like the Lord ain't gonna never take them down. And they think that they can hide from the Lord. You see in the bunkers, because now you got chicks in the TikToks exposing how the Bill Gates and all of the rich, all of a sudden, is investing in these bunkers. Y'all see what's going on behind us, man. You know? But they think, oh, who's seeing you? They think that they just gonna continue.
Yeah.
But it says verse 11, therefore,
All they doing is condemning themselves, right?
exactly.
Because every week they do it, and they know. We got all this fucking space out here. You want to come to this little corner right here where we at. You know? They condemning themselves, man. You got it, bro. Then I'll get down to NLT too.
God. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it rises.
That's right, man. Therefore evil shall come upon them. And they're not going to know from whence it rises. Why? Because they trusted in Egypt, man. They trusted in oppression, man. You know? So when like what it say, when their fear cometh as a whirlwind, you know, the Lord is going to laugh. He's going to mock, man, when your calamities come. When all these people calamity come out here, man. You know? The Most High is going, yo, man, he's about to wreak havoc on his own, on these people, man. And you see why? Because you see what they're doing. If Esau was out here and all that, they would have even, they'd be trying to be cool with Esau. You know? But they see their own kind out here. Their parents, and the parents are disrespectful. You know, this is a nation that we're dealing with, man. Stiff-necked, man. You know? But at the end of the day, hey, man, they're not disrespecting us, they're disrespecting Yahweh Shimi outside.
Yeah, just like them kids that disrespected Elisha.
Exactly. They got tore by them sheepers.
You know?
So when these Negroes start checking out, we're not going to feel sad about that, man. I'm going to rejoice. Why? Because first of all, you know that they're in the spirit world, they're in the right mind, and they're taken out of this wicked flesh. That's the only reason why you would rejoice. You know? And there's judgment from Yahweh Hashem Yahushua at the end of the day. You know? You got it, bro.
It says, verse 12, stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
That's right. So basically, the Lord is saying, keep that same energy. Just like Puffy. And yo, they get caught on what's that? Child molestation, child trafficking, sex trafficking, and all that.
Right.
They getting caught out on all those things. Those are the same things that Esau did. You know? That's why we brought out in Jeremiah 10 when it says, learn not the way of the heathen. Choose none of his ways. You know? Because all those ways that they follow, and to get up in Esau's kingdom, you have to follow his ways. You got to do what he does, man. You know? Or do what he says to do. Follow his rituals. All right? And what you do it for? You do it for filthy lucre's sake. You do it for money. You do it because, I grew up. So the Lord stripped us from all our Jews, all our respect, all our heritage. It's a punishment, man. So what have you done? You have, because you couldn't take it, all you do is go and follow after Esau, right? And take on his heritage and his customs. So the Lord is telling you right now, since you did that, stand on what you believe in. Now that you're being exposed. Because what's this showing you? That you're being confounded, man. All right? The Lord is showing you that you're being confounded. That's why the dirt is coming out on you, man. That's why we're supposed to live a blameless life, man. You know? To the best of your ability. All right?
Because, yo, Scripture saying how this kingdom, the sins of Esau, have reached even to the heavens.
God, that's right.
So imagine a fat. You acting like, oh, I ain't do shit. Oh, really? All right, yo, go get the portfolio.
Yeah, God,
Boom!
yep.
Fucking textbook. All the shit you did.
Exactly, yep.
So imagine a textbook from the ground to the fucking sky, man.
Yeah, to the heavens.
Like,
Not
yo,
the heavens. So that means...
because you know, Esau come with the textbooks.
Yep. And it said the heavens, right? So that's going to where Yahweh sits, man. And Yahweh Shah sits. That's the heavens, man. Shalak Rayam to all these children out here, man. Shalak Rayam to them.
I got another precept. I'm going to jump back, but this is all time. St. John chapter 8 verse 44. Ye are your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do.
That's right.
He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him.
That's right, and that's Yahweh Shah placing them what would you say, the 2/3 out? You know, they was Jakes, man. And what he said, ye are your father the devil. You know, because what do? You follow after his ways, you follow after his customs, his traditions, and all that, man. You know? Read that again, Mama Kashan.
St. John chapter 8 verse 44. Ye are your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do.
Right, it says, and the lust of your father ye will do. Why you think that they had, Esau, and all that? Why you think the men was out there sucking wives, man? You know? Why you think they were doing all that? Why you come here? Yeah, why you think that why you think that that these men are getting caught out there like that? Because they're following the ways after their father, those devils, man. You know? And how you know that they're devil? Because the word devil means nothing but deceit. The deceiver. All right, and they deceive many. They deceive the whole world into making you think that they're not devils, man. They deceive you to making you think that they're your friends, man. You know?
Yeah, and that's why you got other nations, other countries overseas that follow the same traditions that's happening over here in Babylon the Great.
That's right.
Because what? That Esau, right? These banking families, these elites, they go and travel to these other places,
That's right. Yep.
spreading their philosophies, their treaties, the this, the that, their currencies.
Yep.
You know,
Right. They send out their what you say, their agents, their priests, you know.
Yep.
And all and the whole goal, the major goal for them is they just want to take over your money, your resources. And they really don't care about how you conduct yourselves. You can have any type of law you want as long as they control your money, man. You know? You too, brother. I'm good, brother. Stay strong, brother. Nah, it's good, brother. It's good, brother. No doubt, brother. Shalom, brother. You know?
And inside of all of the mysterious chaos with these monsters, you got older people that still want to.
Exactly. And when he came over, they kind of moved him out. They moved out. They moved that way. But they were standing right here one day because all they want is attention, man. You know, as the scriptures say, resist the devil and he shall flee you, man. And these niggas, they are their father, the devil. Man. So all we gotta do, resist them, act like they're not even here. Don't even acknowledge them, man. And eventually, they like monkeys. Monkeys always want to be. They want to be seen. They want to be heard. They want to be acknowledged. So when you ignore them, who else they want to entertain for, man? You know?
Yeah, right.
So,
like a child.
They like, yeah, exactly. When you ignore a child, that's all they are. Is those sottish children, man. They want attention because they don't get it at home. You know? And they see a presence. They feel that presence through the spirit. You know? But I ignore things like that. Before in the day, I cursed their asses out, man. But just condemn yourself. That's how I feel now. Condemn yourselves, man. You know?
And that's just trusting in the Lord.
That's right.
Because you got dudes that, the chopper, this. I mean, yeah, they get close politely. You know how to speak, but at the end of the day, you trust in the Lord. Lord, you say your prayers. They'll move things. The Lord will move things away from you.
That faith as a mustard seed. If you tell this mountain move, go over there, that's what's going to happen.
Oh, God.
You know? And these niggas ain't no mountain. They're not even the hill.
Like fucking that.
You know what I mean?
Swat him by prayer.
Yo, cut, that's right, bro.
All curses, however you see fit.
That's right. And the Lord will remove him out of here, man.
Yeah, that's right. It says, you are your father the devil, and the lust of your fathers you would do.
That's right.
Celebrating these pagan days.
That's right, yo.
You know?
That's right.
He was a murderer from the beginning.
That's right, yo. Going back to who? Cain, man.
Yeah.
Yo, damn. Going back to Cain. Now we got the show on our stars. What's the name of it? Raising Canaan. You know? And what is he? A fucking murderer, man.
Yep.
The little nigga was a murderer, man. And where you get that from? Where did Israel get that murderous mentality from? Because a lot of men out here commit murder, man. Ratizah in the Hebrew. That's murder without just cause in the Hebrew. All right, so they commit ratizah. When it says thou shalt not kill, which is murder without just cause. You know, because when these you have laws where the consequences to be stoned to death. That's not ratizah.
Right.
That's called judgment, and it's called justice, because you're getting out the bad blood from out of your community, your society. They want attention. So look, man. So they all you do, like, we would shit on these niggas to death, man. You know, and that gets out that contaminated blood amongst Israel. You know,
right?
Because it defiles the land.
Right.
You know, it's like a cancer. When you got a cancer, what you do? You cut it out and see the bus can and pick them little niggas up, get them out of here. You know, exactly. All you gotta do, they're going to flee you, man.
Yo, and it's righteous. If you have a disobedient son,
that's right.
Back then it was righteous to put his ass to death.
God. Matter of fact, yo, that's
because what? Because now no other nation would want to deal with that little nigga.
Right.
Oh, you came from what house? Nah, get the fuck away before we kill you.
Exactly. Yep.
You know? Because now you staining your legacy. It's a stain. You know?
That's right.
And then their kids will pass on to that madness. And their kids. And so it should become a generation of madness.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
It's like a pan. What the scripture said, little leaven, leaven the whole lump, right? It's like a pan with a dent in it. Every time you make you bread or whatever, it's gonna have that dent in it. You know? Until you throw that pan out and get a new one. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yo, and I got you, bro. To back up the brother when he talking about with the son, right? This is Proverbs chapter 17 and 25. It says, a foolish son is a grief to his father, and bitterness to her that bear him. God damn. So I'm gonna read that again.
Because people be like, oh, I know your pops and your mom like that, and then they look ashamed like, damn, that's how
grief.
That's how you raise your children.
That's right. Yo, can you grab that in the NLT real quick? Just talking like that quick. Proverbs 17, 25. This is Proverbs chapter 17, verse 25. In the KJV, it says, a foolish son is a grief to his father, and bitterness to her, to her that bear him. So he's bitter to his mom that bear him, man. You know? So that's grief, like to have a son that's a fool and out here running around, because all he's going to do is keep getting in trouble. That's bringing more shame to your family, more shame to your name, and you're going to have to keep coming down to the police district or whatever to get him out of stuff. You know? And the mother as well. And she's going to be, oh my God, you know? And all he does is bring shame to you. And then everybody else looking at you like, yo, look at this. They be like, who's your parents, man? You know? And when they find out, they like, yo, now that puts a dent on their name, and they going to want to stay away from your family, man. You know? 1725.
Yo, and prime example, look at Magic Johnson. Look at his son. Like, I don't even want to say too much because I don't want him to flag the channel, but
see, yeah, they
you can look it up.
They passed. He passed his son through the fire to Mola.
That was a sad, yeah.
You know what I mean? All them, just like Dwayne Wade and his son.
Yeah.
They passed it, but still, that's. Hey man, that's a grief.
But they know it's a grief because they can't do nothing against them.
Right, yeah.
Because they're already like, damn, we signed our name already. We gotta. Right. Deep down, they're like, fuck. But that's the price. Everything is a price.
Money, you know? They wanted the money, the fortune, and the fame. They say all money ain't good money, man.
God. It says Proverbs 17 and 25 in the NLT. It says, foolish children bring grief to their father, and bitterness to the one who gave them birth.
That's right. Foolish children. That's all I see out here. You know, starting with these ones out here and Israel on the whole, man. You know, that's why the Lord said, we are sottish children. My people are sottish children, which means what? Foolish, man. You know, you're stiff-necked, you're hard-headed, man. You're disobedient. You know. And you will not want to hear the words of the Lord. Like these niggas, we out here, and we're coming out of the scriptures, but these fools out here, they want to play because most of them, their parents have taught them about Allah, Jesus the Christ, and all that. So they believe in that. And look what it got, and it got them foolish. It got them punch drunk out here, man. Killed. Now your father's mourning, your mother's bitter, she's mourning. That's why you got a lot of these Negro women or Israelite women here in Philly losing their children. It's a lot of them, man. Now they y'all, oh, I lost my baby. Well, look at what your baby's out here doing. And a lot of them condone it.
He was a good kid.
Exactly. But we see it firsthand. And a lot of these niggas act the same way in their household, man.
Appreciate
Word, brother.
Here's the book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 6. Right. Young men, likewise exhort to be sober-minded.
That's right.
In all things, showing thyself a pattern of good works, in doctrine, showing uncorruptness, gravity, sincerity.
That's right. And that's what we are. We read that again, Slocker.
Down. It says, young men, Titus 2 and 6.
Right.
Young men likewise exhort to be sober-minded.
That's right. So, no, being sober-minded means we know what's going on around us, man.
Down.
You know, we understand the prophecies. You know, we understand, you know, what time we're living in. You know, unlike these, like them, they're not sober-minded. They're drunk, man.
Down.
They're staggering drunks right now because they have no clue. And yo, next year, man, listen, this going to be an eye opener to this whole planet that's at ease right now. You know, because it's how much more is the Lord going to warn you, man? How much more long suffering do we have to go to before He brings His judgment, man? You know, brothers is tired, man. Sick of this stuff, man. You got it, bro.
Down.
I got it. Swiftly not to get.
It says, in all things showing thyself a pattern of good works, in doctrine showing uncorruptness,
See that?
gravity, sincerity.
That's right. Doctrine, gravity, and sincerity means we're well grounded. All right? And sincerity. We're sincere about what we're saying. We're sincere about this work. This is not grievous to us, man. This is a beautiful thing. This is the greatest honor in the universe, man. To be able to come out here and teach the people, man. And to have the mysteries of the scripture. And to be in the right mind, sound mind at this time, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. You know? So like I said, we could be once lost like the rest of these people out here. You know? Like I said, brothers is tired, man.
Hey, this is the value of the dry moments.
That's right.
You know, they dead while they live.
That's right.
Yeah, and that refers to the woman, really. But it's all our people.
That's right.
They dead while they living, going into pleasure.
Right.
You know? And that's all this place promotes. The billboards, the television, with the commercials. Buy this, do that.
Right.
You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
This is all they know, man.
Right.
Like just like when Moses led our people out of Egypt. Egypt is all they knew. So where they wanted to go back after seeing all the calamities the Lord was bringing upon Egypt.
Right.
And they still didn't want to consider their own ways.
That's right.
All right, this time is different.
That's right. Matter of fact, I got a swift one. This is Psalms chapter 42. And I'm going to start at verse 3. It says, my tears have been my meat day and night, while they continually say unto me, where is thy power? You know what I mean? Where is thy power? Like, yo, we want our power to come, man. Who the hell wants to live in a society like this? With children like this, man. Disobedience like this. With leaders like this. That's over top of us, man. Well, we're the true rulers of this planet, man. And when you understand that, that should bring you more sorrow. It's more sorrow, man. You know? Verse 4, it says, when I remember these things, I pour out my soul in me, for I had gone with the multitude, I went with them to the house of the Most High, with the voice of joy and praise, with a multitude that kept holy day. All right, so that's what we doing. Following after the multitude. That's a small multitude. All right, we celebrate the holy days, not these holidays. All right, we celebrate our heritage, and we do it to the best of our ability, and faith and hopes that we're keeping it correctly. We're rehearsing the righteous acts here in Babylon. Why you ask these niggas out here, they wouldn't even know what the Passover was, the Pesach. Ask them what the Day of Atonement is. They wouldn't know that. You know, ask them when the first fruits is. You know, ask them when the Hanukkah is. They know none of that. They have no knowledge of that, man. You know? Well, we have been given it.
That's right. It says the same thing with First Thessalonians.
There you go.
This is the book of First Thessalonians. No, what was that? Salaki, no, you got it. That's the same.
All right, perfect. Matter of fact, 42 and 5, it says, "Why art thou cast down, O my soul, and why art thou disquieted in me? Hope thou in the Most High, for I shall Salakia, for I shall yet praise him for the help of his countenance. O my power, my soul is cast down within me. Therefore will I remember thee from the land of Jordan and of the Hemorites, from the hill of Mizar. Deep calleth unto deep at the noise of thy waterspouts. All the waves in thy billows are gone over me." So yo, all these things are overcoming. Well, to be presented to you, but they're not supposed to take you out. All right, that's why you trust in him. You call on him, man. All right, there's no other name under the sun to be called on unless it's Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Arakakadas, man.
Here's the book of St. Luke.
Look like you're still talking. I'm asking you, this is what I'm saying. Talking to me. Keep talking.
What up, brother?
Here's the book of St. Luke, chapter 18, verse 7. "And shall not God, Yahweh, avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them?" That's
right. Though he bear long, and yo, you going to what? Back into that Psalms 42 and 3. It says, "My tears have been mixed. He say unto me, where is thy power?" But nah, bro.
It says, St. Luke chapter 18, verse 7. "And shall not God avenge his own elect?"
Yeah, so he avenges on the elect, right?
"Which cry day and night unto him."
Which cry day and night unto him. This is a form of crying, you know, crying out to him, presenting our cause to him, right? Presenting our case to him, asking, when are you coming back, man? You know, it's like like a child, when they're home, they like, "I'm glad when my dad come home. Glad when my dad come." You're missing him, man. And just imagine you're going through some things, man. You know, your daily lives with your ears here, man. You know, like yesterday after I did a little lesson, then I'm gonna get back on the train. I'm coming back, back to the house. There's two dykes behind me, man. Kissing on each other. Like, I'm talking about the seat right behind me, man. And those are some things you have to endure, because like in this society, if you speak out on it, you're considered that's hate speech.
Yeah.
When all you doing hate speech, the new hate speech is telling the truth, man. That's it. When you tell the truth, they hate it. So they call it hate speech, because they don't want to hear the truth. They want to keep lying. They want to keep believing a lie, for one, and keep continuing to sin. When you tell somebody they're doing wrong, that's showing you. All you're doing when you do that is showing that brother that you love him, man. Listen, bro, let me tell you the truth. What's so hateful about that? You know?
Yo, just like that movie when they was in the courthouse.
If you sin, matter of fact, you have to sin because you right. You can't be right and don't sin.
What
you can't say that you personally don't have a sin.
Yeah, we are sinners.
Still, but
we are, even though we out here right now, we're sinners too.
No,
I'm just telling you, we're sinners too.
Saying, in terminology, we all sinners.
Why would you say that?
It make you change because you learn to be right, doing the right thing, being righteous.
Now let me ask you this, bro.
Wrong being righteous.
Let me ask you this: what would make you a sinner?
I'm doing right now.
Okay, that's one of them.
fornicate, drink.
What's
selling
fornicate?
drugs,
Nah,
shooting people.
that's yeah,
Everything that's against, everything that's against.
so that means
So in other words, I come from two sides of the book. So I ain't trying to be I ain't prophesied. I'm not doing none of this. But I'm just speaking on real terms. If you don't honor your mother and your father and learn what you learn from your family, you have no structure
that's right.
in life.
That's right.
And y'all are messages. Y'all here for a reason. You keep going. I know a lot of people. No. See, that means you are a person that has no faith.
There you go.
You don't believe.
That's right.
To what I call Satan, Lucifer, he's very relevant. And he's in disguises. Heaven. And he's usually so like real crazy. Real crazy. So like I said, I'm not mad at y'all.
It ain't
But
nuts,
y'all
man.
Israelites.
That's right. That's right,
You know what
bro.
I'm saying?
So are you, man.
Y'all with us.
Come on, bro. And y'all, what will make you?
Y'all come 300 Fahrenheit. Free to put. Huh? White people, I'm not racist. They come from the caves. They're caves. Neanderthal. Pieces of shit.
There you go, brother.
Pieces of shit. They were isolated.
They gonna be again.
Back in dinosaur days time. Let them days come back when everything freezes up. Now pay attention. You be out here. Some people come out here with clothes on. They come out here with no clothes on.
This is St. Luke, chapter 18 and verse 8.
God.
I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth?
That's right, yo. When the Lord comes back. No, this brother was saying this now. A lot of people, they don't have faith and everything. This is wrong, bro. A lot of people, they don't have faith.
You say he'll come back. That's Musa. He coming
Nah,
home.
bro, that's Islam, bro.
Yeah,
That's what you call it. That's what you call it in Arabic. That's Arabic right there.
At this time,
Nah, let us.
we one of the last prophets.
Last prophet still here, brother.
It says, verse 9, and he spake the parable unto certain which trusted in themselves that they were righteous and despised others.
That's right. So read that part again, like this happens.
Verse 9, the last
Yeah, God.
Verse 9, it says that he spake this parable unto certain which trusted in themselves.
That's right. He spoke this parable for themselves, trusting their organizations. You know, like prime example, this guy, Commanding General Yohana. Look at Nate. You know, them dudes trusted themselves. They act like they could save Israel themselves. And you see their garments they wear and all that, man. You know, so us dudes, but he's here to be a distraction. You know, and that's how I know. Hey man, when you be out here long enough, you can read the spirits that come around, man. You know, but we out here on this our platform. You know, and you're going, and it's for you to see the spirits of this earth, man. Read that again from the top.
Isaiah, St. Luke chapter 18 verse 7.
This came out right, and this that's Yahweh Shah speaking, right? This Yahweh Shah speaking, right? You know, so you know. And look, see that you got the test. That's gotcha. You know, so you listen to him, man. You sit on this. Bullshit. Hey, come, man.
Hey, listen.
Hey, Shalom, brothers. How about you, son, brother? Nah.
It's like when the Lord was right in front of you.
That's
St.
right.
Luke.
Yo. Hey.
You know?
Ew. Oh, man, we got to get that.
St. Luke chapter 18 verse 7.
God.
And shall not God, no, not a good count. It says, and shall not God avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him though he bear long with them.
Yeah, though he bear along with us, man. So hey, everything we hit, like yo, the Lord sees us going through this, man. He sees our struggles, you know. He sees our pain. He can read our thoughts, man. You know, so he sees everything that we're going through, and he's bearing along with us. Because why it's sore for him? Because he spoke it, man. So he can't take his word back. He's a man of understanding. He's a man that doesn't break his word. All right. Once he speaks something, when he speaks it, right, he has to stand by it. You know, like a man. Oh, see, nah, hey, man, that's for them.
What is the spirit?
Yeah, that's for them.
Oh, really? Oh,
No, hey, man, go ahead. Nah, but see, man, but nah, bro. Go ahead, Go ahead, bro. What's up, man?
He said,
Can y'all give me the 12 nations of Hebrews and not the
12.
12 tribes?
So that's the 12 shot, bro.
No, 12 nations of
What you mean?
Hebrews, not Israelites.
What you mean? What you mean by that?
thank you.
Oh, the 12,
Instance.
the 12 nations of what?
They come from
Instance.
overseas. He's
I
a
asked, instance, hold on, pause. Name, get his brother, he practiced this,
I know.
the progenitor of the Abrahams.
Oh, Ishmael. Ishmael.
Now, you say Ishmael, right?
If you want to go to Abraham, you can go to Abraham because that's the father. And Ishmael was the son of Hagar. So you want to
But
say that? Yeah.
we know that
Isaac,
Arabs,
Isaac
hold on.
Jacob.
We know that Arabs don't generate from Ishmael
Where they come from?
because
They
we
were like
know
Cain
that
and
she.
Abel. They were like Cain and Abel.
Hold on.
No, Cain is Lucifer.
Pause. You asked me how, right? Can you Google this right quick? Because
You know it, bro.
Ishmael
Just
is
say it,
not
bro.
the father of the Abrahams. Kat
What you
Thora,
say? You say-
Abraham's wife, was
Who?
the first Arab.
Who?
Was the first Arab woman. She comes from the first son of Arabs,
Abraham's
which
wife.
are squats.
Abraham is black.
In the Mosaic text,
Where you getting your information?
hold on, pause. In the Mosaic text, this is Exodus.
Who?
This is not included, meaning that they scribble it out. This is why you come
Where
to
you
the Shem
getting this
genealogy.
from, brother? Where you getting this from?
I'm getting it from Torah, which I follow.
So that's the
So can you go to
five
Shem
books of
genealogy?
Moses. That's the 5 books of Moses.
It's what they call consider the
It's
first
the Torah.
book of
That's the
Moshe.
Torah. That's the Torah. So where you getting this? Like where you
Torah, can you go to the genealogy of Shem?
shit?
Genesis chapter 10, Bereshit Sheep chapter 10.
What's your point?
My point was to this brother that Ishmael is not the progenitor of the Arabs.
Who would you say the progenitor?
The progenitor of Arabs is Quantum in Arabic and Quanyat in Hebrew.
Yeah.
Can you go to Genesis?
who's that?
Quanyat is the father of the Arabs, brother. He's a Hebrew. This is what I mean when I ask
His
you.
son-
Did not
his
Ishmael
son-
did
his
not
son
Ishmael
was one.
speak Hebrew?
They
Did
slid
Ishmael
to the
speak
side.
Hebrew?
Did Ishmael speak
Yes, he did.
Exactly.
They slid to the side.
He
So-
is the forefather of all of them, man.
Yes.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Yes,
No,
he
he's
is.
not.
No, Quantum is not. He
Come on,
came
man.
from Abraham's
No,
loins, right?
no, brother, no.
He
This
came
is what I
from
mean by
not come from
genealogy.
Abraham's loins.
Can you just go there, brother?
Bro, nah, bro.
Before you
Just
speak
listen,
your opinion,
brother.
can you just
That
go
ain't
there?
no opinion. It's facts.
He said
Abraham
that's
had
facts.
Ishmael,
He
right?
had 12 sons.
Ishmael had
He had 12
the
sons.
Arabs
These are the
were
children of Israel.
around 100 years before the children of Israel, brother. Can you please
Before
go to
the
Genesis?
all right, let me
He
ask you.
wasn't even given the promise anyway.
Exactly.
Who?
He wasn't given the promise anyway.
It
I'm
goes
not
back
talking
to
about the
Ishmael,
promise.
brother.
I'm talking about proving that Ishmael is. We know that the promise was given to Isaac, passed down
So
to
where's,
Jacob, and
where's your
Jacob.
Bible?
I
Bro, you
asked you,
talking, you speaking these different jobs. You get it, bro. You get it.
as
We
a
talking
brother,
different,
prove
no.
to this brother.
We are what you prove.
I'm from
Because we on something different. This is our
I
platform.
just told
bro.
you that. So I know what I'm
I
saying.
know what you're talking about, bro.
This is
Yeah,
why
I know
this is
what
why I
I'm
say
saying.
that
I want you
brothers
to-
can't
Matter of
never
fact,
come
this is-
together
this-
No, we,
because
we don't come
Who
together with
are
everybody.
the
because We don't know your
12 who are the
doctrine.
12
We don't
kids?
know
I don't know my
I
doctrine.
said we don't know
12
your
kids.
My
doctrine.
doctrine is Torah and the prophets.
Since-
Shema
since-
Israel Yahweh Elohim
You
Yahweh.
see, there we
Echad.
go. Right there, that's where we have a discrepancy. Because we don't believe in
Not even
No,
Yahweh.
it's
That's a
Yahweh,
Canaanite
bro.
Phoenicianite
All right, see,
language.
that's
Let's
why
not
we have
deal
to
with that,
discuss
brother.
this.
Let's
No.
not deal with
No, we gonna do what we doing.
the
This is our
oldest
platform,
Hebrew is
brother.
the picture grass,
Listen,
brother.
brother. Listen,
oldest
this is
Hebrew
our
is the picture
platform,
grass.
right? You get your own platform
That's
and
not
you
what
choose
I
your
had.
stuff.
Ask me, I
You know
showed
what I'm saying? So
That's
show
what
it.
I'm saying. It's still
They
So
can't
show
ask
it.
me to go to the Sheen Denali.
So you do it. It's shim. You
He's
take
telling
come on,
me
brother.
he's telling me
Oh, you come on.
But
Hey,
this
y'all both go over there and talk
Yeah, you
about
want to
that.
talk about it? Take them over there and talk to them. Go ahead, brother.
now he
See
comes
that?
out. Now he comes
When thou come to the house of the Lord, hold thy peace,
That's
man.
right, man. But it's
Coming
true,
up
brother.
here telling us
He's
what you're
saying,
doing.
yeah, he's saying sheen and this shit. Keep going,
First of
bro.
all, you don't go up to no man
Nah,
asking
brother,
them what you do.
don't worry about it. It's
I asked
confusing.
him that. This was going to go. This is a
You gotta keep
dialogue
going back
between
into what
us.
we're talking about.
Entourage of the pop.
This is a dialogue. Why can't we have a
I
dialogue?
knew you were going.
Peaceful. You see what I'm saying? I asked the brother. They looked at me and said, "Oh, we don't follow. We don't know what doctrine." I followed Torah.
We said we don't know your doctrine.
It don't matter.
All right,
I say I
so
follow
anyway,
Torah.
man,
That means it's only
Let's
one
keep going
way.
with something.
This way. Torah. That's it. It's no other way. None. So we should be able to coincide.
Hey,
with each other,
shalom,
right or
bro.
wrong.
God bless you, brother.
Right or wrong.
Listen to the. You can hear what's going on out here.
Hey, that's why the scriptures say the Lord's not the author of confusion.
Exactly. You know.
You know what I mean?
Come on,
So
get back.
even if you prophesying about something, you gotta apply it. It says,
Go ahead, brother.
They denied that, right? So
I
the
think
confusion with them.
I into the Lord day and night.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, bro. Go ahead.
God, it
That's why I
says,
say,
St. Luke chapter 18, verse 7 again. Lord willing, we get it in the NLT after this. It says, and shall not God avenge his own elect, which cry day and night?
First of all, this man, Salaki, this man said Yahweh, Elohim, and all that. That's not, there ain't no E's in the Hebrew. All right? For first and foremost, you believe in Torah. There's no E's in the Hebrew language at
did I
all.
say it be? I
You
said
said
L.
Yahweh,
It's
Elohim.
Elohim,
It's
right?
Allahaya.
Y-H.
Allahaya.
W-H,
That's
right?
his
In the
name.
oldest
That means
Hebrew.
God.
He said,
Hold on, pause. Ask him to Google it
Allahaya.
right now.
Allah means God,
Ask him to
right?
Google it right now.
In the Hebrew,
Ask him to
Allah
Google it
means
right
God, man.
now. Why
I'm
won't
not
he
arguing with this dude, man.
Why
He's coming
won't
up
he
to our platform trying
Why
to cause
won't he Google
confusion. Because we don't have to Google it.
Ask him to Google it.
Yo, you can't
I
make
got my
us
picture
believe
graphs.
what you believe.
I got my picture
Well,
graph.
you bring it up,
The
brother.
oldest
Where
Hebrew
is
is
where
what?
it's the
Where is the oldest
Lashawan
Hebrew?
for Dash, brother.
What is the
It's
oldest
the
Hebrew?
Lashawan for Dash.
No, it's not,
The
brother.
Paleo Hebrew.
That's 10th
The whole-
century.
no,
Paleo Hebrew is Phoenician Canaanite, brother.
okay,
It's Phoenician Canaanite.
Listen, bro.
The
You
oldest
had
Hebrew is
several-
pictographs, which is the rich, which is the lion.
So if you know that,
What is he
so
talking
if you
about?
know that, if you know
That's
that,
10th century.
Paleo is the oldest Hebrew, man.
That's 10th century, brother.
Paleo is the oldest
The
Hebrew.
oldest
So
name
listen,
that
brother,
goes
check
back
this out.
is
It's
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Now let me ask you this
Yahweh.
question.
Yahweh.
That's
To prove
Yiddish.
my point,
It's
right?
Yahweh.
That's not Yiddish.
Yes, it is.
Yiddish
Yo,
came
check this
around
out.
when?
We're going to cut this
When did Yiddish come
because
around?
We don't believe in what you believe in,
When
bro.
did they add the E's?
They added the East, brother.
Way
Which
after.
East?
Way-
This came around, brother, in the 14th and 15th century when they added that, brother.
And Paleo's older
Let's
than
go
that.
back to the 1st century. What was the name of the terminology, brother? It was not Yahweh.
Yes, it was.
No, it's not.
It
You
is.
can't prove it.
That's
No
his
doctrine.
name. Yo, brother,
Let's
it's
go back
in
to the oldest.
Yo,
The
brother.
Dead Sea
How
Scrolls
about
are
this,
the oldest,
brother?
am I
Yo,
right?
listen, check
That
this
you
out.
have right
no,
now.
you're not talking to him.
What is
I'm
that
speaking.
name?
You're talking to
What
me.
is that name?
We're not dealing with you, brother.
What is that
It's
name?
Yahweh.
It's
and his
not
son's name
Yahweh.
is
That's a
Yahweh
Phoenician
Shah.
Canaanite
All right,
language.
have a good
Can you
night.
Google
Have
that?
a good night, sir. Have a good
Can you
night.
Google that?
Have a good night, sir.
Can you Google that?
We can't agree on the name.
That's what I
we don't
thought.
got nothing to talk about.
Y'all can't
We don't
prove
have
nothing
to
if
talk
it's
about.
something exists.
We're proving everything.
Y'all
All right?
can't
We don't
prove
have
nothing.
To, we're telling you
Let's
his name
go
is
to
Yahweh.
Google it.
We're
The
telling you
oldest
his name is
translation
Yahweh.
of the name is not Yahweh. That's a Phoenician
Have a
Canaanite
good night,
language.
bro. Have a good night, sir. Go ahead, bro.
That's what I
Have a
thought.
good
Y'all
night,
out here
sir.
for nothing.
Have a good night, sir.
Y'all brothers out here
Have
for
a good
nothing.
night,
It
sir.
says, though he bear long with them. I tell
Then y'all
you,
read it
that
from a
he
Have a
will-
good night,
mistranslation to
sir. Have
KJV.
a good night, sir.
But then you
Have a
say
good night,
you use
sir.
the wrong
No,
translation.
we're telling you
right?
have a good night,
There's
sir.
apocrypha
We're
in your
telling
Hebrew.
you have a good night, sir.
That's a Greek
Let's go,
translation.
brother.
That's a Latin
Let's go.
translation.
It was all written in Hebrew.
Right or wrong?
Go ahead, man.
The
You a
apocrypha
devil.
not in
Come on,
Hebrew.
bro. Let's
Can you
keep
show
going.
me that?
Let's keep going, bro.
Show me
Let's
what
keep
it's
reading.
called in Hebrew.
I tell you that he
Show
will
me what it's
avenge
called
them
in Hebrew.
speedily.
Then y'all call it the Holy Bible.
When the Son
you
of
show me
Man
that?
cometh,
That's
shall
what I
he
thought. Y'all
find. If you
can't.
love the Lord, you wouldn't be distracting the
How am I
word.
don't
distracted?
ignore
When I
him, man.
ask
Because
you to
the
show
scripture
this brother
says,
in
cut not a man in
then
the
you
midst of
say
his
Lord.
speech.
Then you
Ignore
say
him.
Lord.
Ignore him. Ignore him.
Then you say
Ignore
Lord
him, bro.
in English
Ignore him,
translation and version.
You keep cutting us
Is that
off,
not a
bro.
blasphemous
bro. Ignore
thing?
him, bro. Ignore him.
That's what I thought, man.
It ain't for everybody.
You ain't for everybody.
You know he ain't.
I know. The sons of the
Have a
pit.
good night, sir.
It says,
Sons
I
of the
tell
Have a
you
pit.
good
that
night, sir.
Y'all
he will
Israelites
avenge
out
Have
here
a
them
for
good
nothing.
night,
speedily.
sir.
Y'all Hebrew
I
Christians.
know. Have a good night, sir.
Y'all Hebrew
Have a
Christians.
good night, sir.
Hebrew Christians.
Rayam. Shalak Rayam, man. That's all I
Shalak
gotta
Rayam.
say to you. Have a good night, sir. Shalak Rayam. Go ahead, bro.
Says-
Nadad Mayan Shaitan. Go ahead, huh?
Same time.
Nadad Mayan Shaitan. Shalak Rayam.
Brother,
Go
listen,
ahead,
man.
bro. Go ahead,
Get
huh?
yourselves together.
Go ahead,
Says,
bro.
I tell you that he will avenge them speedily.
Exactly. He will avenge them speedily. Who? Yahweh. Who is he going to send? His son Yahweh Shai. Yah meaning he, Yahweh is the deliverer. He exists. Yahweh Shai, Yah meaning he, Yahweh Shai is the deliverer. That's who's going to come deliver us speedily.
Y'all
Lord's
keep waiting on
willing,
y'all
we be a
deliverer,
part
man.
of. We be a
Keep
part of
waiting
that
on y'all
number, the
deliverer.
elect. All right.
When your Messiah
Keep going,
said
bro.
the
Keep
kingdom
going,
of God
bro.
is within
Keep
you.
going, bro.
Says,
You don't even know what
nevertheless,
that means.
I do know what that means.
No, you don't.
I
Go
do
ahead,
know
bro.
what that
Go
means.
ahead, bro. Keep going,
I
now.
do know what that
it
means.
says,
Go on,
nevertheless,
What is the Greek
when
word
the
that's
Son of
used for
Man
that?
cometh, shall he find faith
Tell me
on
what
the
does that
earth?
mean when
So he
your
fought faith on
Messiah
earth.
says
This
the
man
kingdom
don't
of
have no faith
Elohim
on
is
earth,
within
man.
you?
He's using the wrong name, man.
Alright, the
So this man, he
kingdom,
don't even know what he's talking about. You one of those guys
the
that run
kingdom
around.
of God that is
How you
within
doing,
you.
brother?
Explain
Keep
that
going,
to me.
brother.
Explain
What's the
that.
kingdom of God? It's how you treat your brothers, man.
How?
Keep going out.
How? That's more than
We're not
that.
even
That's
dealing
more
with
than
you, bro.
that.
We're not even
It's
dealing
more
with
than
you.
that.
Keep going out.
It's more than that.
Keep going out.
Because
he
I
spent
asked
his
y'all a
power
question, how y'all treated me since I've been up here?
unto certain which trusted in
Exactly. My
themselves
point proved.
that they were righteous
Can't even
and
explain the
despised
kingdom of God is
others.
within you and all around you.
They say that they that trusted themselves. And look, the Lord always brings an example around us.
Trusting himself.
Brother, y'all don't
Trusting
have the
himself.
Holy
In
Spirit
the kingdom
within
of
y'all.
heaven, whatever, brother.
Brother, you came up telling us what to do.
No, I didn't. I said, can y'all, I said,
You don't
I
have
asked
to
y'all
do
a question. I said,
nothing.
can y'all show this
First of all,
brother?
you went over there. We
I
don't
didn't
gotta
say
show
that.
him nothing.
Hold on, pause. I didn't say that. I said,
Show him.
ask y'all a question.
You said, show this brother.
No, I said, can y'all show this brother who's the progenitor of the
in
Arab?
the
So
midst
it was
of what we
Ishmael.
Then
was
I said,
talking
can y'all
about.
go to his bearing
It's
sheep?
Ishmael.
Then I said, can you prove that?
But the point is that
It's invalid.
you're
They
not
still
treating your
haven't
brother.
proved it.
Anyway.
I guarantee
Yo,
you.
Gabe, take him over there, bro. Take him over there.
Nah, bro, stop arguing with him. Just ignore him, man.
God. It says, and verse 9, and he spake this parable unto certain which
Y'all brothers had the
trusted
Holy
in
Spirit, right?
themselves that they
The
were
Ruach
righteous and
resides within y'all,
despised
right?
others.
Ruach HaKodesh resides within y'all, right?
That's not even how you say it.
It doesn't matter. Y'all
Yes,
have
it
the
does.
Spirit,
Keep
right?
going, bro.
Y'all have the
Keep
Spirit,
listening,
right?
dog.
So Shem,
I'm bringing it in
Shem.
the NLT.
Can y'all act? Can I ask y'all a question?
Shem, I mean,
Is
son, Shem,
in y'all Greek translation, right, of the so-called New Testament, right? Right, the so-called New Testament, where it says the Holy Spirit in John, He shall reside within you. Is that a right, accurate translation? Is the Holy Spirit? What is the Holy Spirit?
The Rakah Quadash, bro.
Okay, what is it?
The Rakah Quadash. What you think it is?
What is it?
What you think it is since you know so much?
I'm asking you, what is
First
it?
of all, yo, you can get away from my platform,
I'm asking you, what is it?
bro. You over there whispering to him like you think
I'm
you
asking
confounded
you, it
somebody.
doesn't
You
matter
just
what I
told him.
whispered to him
Go ahead,
about.
brother. Just keep it.
Because what I
I'm not
whispered
even
him to
here, bro.
about, am I not asking him? So what I whispered to you about is not a secret, right? I asked you a question, brother. The same thing. I stand 10 toes down. I represent. I asked you a question. Can you
I'm
please
not dealing
represent
with you,
that?
bro. I'm not dealing with you.
Exactly. They can't. They can't. Why is they up here? Why is they here?
I'm not going to debate
To tell us that he's an Israelite.
They are messages.
These are the 10 tribes.
They are
These are the
messages.
10 tribes.
They are put their messages.
It's 12 tribes.
It's
12 tribes, brother. It's 12 tribes, bro.
Right? These are the 10 tribes.
It's 12.
I know we understand that it's 12 tribes. The southern
So why
tribes,
wouldn't he be? Why wouldn't he be?
Levi and Benjamin.
Why wouldn't he
We
be?
understand that.
Why wouldn't he be? Those are the three tribes that stayed over there. Those are the three tribes that came over here. Judah, Levi, and Benjamin. Which Judah is the so-called Negroes, Levi is the Haitians, and Benjamin is the Jamaicans. All right? So whatever, man. We don't got to deal with dudes like this. The scriptures tell you, argue not much with a fool. All right? Argue not much with a fool. And that's what we're not going to do. Let's keep going, now. Let's keep going, man.
No.
People of different nations, different colors,
No.
have black.
Let's go. Let's go to the comic book, bro.
No.
Puerto Rican,
No.
Jamaican, all that.
No.
Haitian, they all black. They got black in them.
Dominican.
Yo, get that. I'll get Isaiah 19.
Dominican.
Real quick.
Now he's going to go to Isaiah, right? Check this out.
Isaiah 19 and 18.
All those countries that he mentioned is Northeast Africa and Saudi Arabia. Lord.
And that's
Saudi Arabia is our land. Saudi Arabia is our land.
That's all it's
Fabulous,
land.
man. Good,
They ain't going to tell you to edit it.
So,
No, get out
as
of
a
here.
speckled bird.
Right.
Because you look at a bird.
Jacob always get compared to
You got
Ethiopians.
Jakes. You got Jakes.
Israelites always get
Just like
compared to
the language.
Ethiopians. What
The
is he talking
English
about?
language is a
What
bastard
is he
language.
talking about?
What's up, bro?
The English language is a bastard
But you
language.
speaking a
But yeah,
bastard
you got
language.
people speaking it.
You
Are
speaking
you
a Phoenician
American?
Canaanite language.
That means you American? No, it don't.
Get out of here, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Speaking a bastard
Because we were
language.
called Israel before the land was called
It was
Israel.
called, you speaking a
Yasha'ah, the
bastard
preachers
language.
of the power. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go to the Hellenistic. Let's go to the Hellenistic.
So you're
All
not.
right, speaking of bastard
To
language.
prove
Nah.
our people was in Greece and all that. Keep going.
The
bro.
Hellenistics
Keep going.
are
Keep going, bro.
Edomites, brother. They
This
are
is-
mixed
the
breed with
scriptures
Edomites
say,
in the seed of Yaphet.
Ephraim is a cake
Who you think
unturned.
put Herod in
You
position?
know?
Who put Herod in position?
Let's keep, I got you.
Rome, the
got
seed
you.
of Yaphet. Genesis chapter 9, verse 27. It explains it. The word is pahat, which means deception, a double tongue.
Here we go. Let's go right here.
Like,
All right,
come
so check
on, man.
this
Y'all
out.
don't know that about
This
the
man, he
Hellenistic
swear he
period?
knows so much, right? This man knows so much. Let's go ahead. Now, it says, by the time the Israelites, now we're going into this book right here. The Bible is
Then we gotta go to the text.
listen to that. It says, by the time the Israelites have returned from exile in Babylon. So
Babylon
we
and
had,
Assyria,
so we
yes.
had getting from Egypt to Babylon. Why was we exiled there? Because we turned our back on Yahweh, not Yahweh.
Okay.
All right.
Whatever you want to say. Whatever you want to say.
Listen,
Whatever
why
you
don't you
wanna
go about your business?
Whatever you
All
want
right,
to say.
because we're not sitting here arguing.
Because I could tell you all
No,
about
we're
that.
not sitting here
I could-
debating
why you
with you,
getting
bro.
loud? I'm
Go
talking
about
to
your business, because we don't want you here.
Why you getting loud?
We don't want you here.
That does
We
not
don't want you
intimidate
here,
nobody.
bro. We don't want you here, man.
That doesn't intimidate
All right,
anybody.
we're not trying to intimidate you. You
Brother,
come up
you
here,
speaking a
you
lot.
coming up with this,
I asked
man.
you a question,
Go
brother.
get your own
Can we-
corner.
can we
Go get
dialogue
your
with
own
this?
corner. No, we can't dialogue.
How can you
Because we're
teach?
not dealing with you.
How can you
All right?
teach?
So anyway,
The sons of the
it
pit don't
says
want to
by
teach.
the time, why don't you shut the fuck up so
The
we can
sons
talk?
of the pit don't want to teach.
Why don't you shut the fuck up so we can
The
talk?
sons of the pit don't want to teach.
Anyway,
That shit
it
don't
says
scare
by the
nobody.
time Israel had
Don't scare
returned from
nobody.
exile, bro, go about your business.
Don't scare nobody.
You sitting up there like you doing something.
I'm not doing
We're
that.
not worried about you. We're not answering none of your questions.
So why you getting
we're
hostile
not,
speaking
we're
vehemently?
not answering none of
So
your
why you
questions.
getting
So why
hostile
are you
speaking
still standing
vehemently,
here?
brother? Like that
Listen,
scares
bro,
somebody.
I'm telling you, we're not dealing with
But
you.
why you speaking
And you're still
vehemently?
standing here. Why are you here?
I asked you a question.
Why
Why
are
you
you
speaking
here? Why are
vehemently
you
then towards
here?
me?
Come on, man. You was fucking.
You getting
bro.
piped up for nothing.
Anyway, check it out. Now let's go to the languages. All right.
That's what I thought.
Now it says by the time the Israelites have returned from exile in Babylon to rebuild the temple, the city of
Herod
Jerusalem,
built that, brother. What the
they
fuck
had
you talking
lost touch with they had lost
Israelites
touch with much
didn't
of
build
their
that
heritage.
temple.
They had lost touch.
Herod built that temple.
God knows so much.
What are you talking about? I mean, you just getting piped up for nothing.
Let's go.
Herod built that temple.
Now,
What you talking
Solomon
about?
built the first temple in 957 BCE.
True indeed.
Josiah, king of Judah, reigned, right? Josiah, king of Judah, reigned
Yes,
from
we
640,
understand, yes.
640 to 609 BCE. So Herod didn't build nothing. Now, this is the first temple that was built. Now you had
That's
the
the
first
second
temple. You had
temple
the
that
first.
he's talking
Solomon
about.
built
The
the first
third
temple.
temple is in Ezekiel chapter
Listen,
44.
Third temple.
What
Now,
is
this
you
how I
talking
know you're not
about?
talking
That's
about.
the second
The
temple.
first temple.
Why
was
you
built
think
in
the temple was
957
destroyed? Ezekiel
BCE.
chapter 7 verse 11. Can you go
The
there?
first temple was built.
Ezekiel chapter
by
7 verse
Solomon.
11.
Listen, this brother don't know what he's talking about.
Man, y'all Hebrew Christians.
Solomon
man, I'm
built
gone,
the first
man. I got
temple
better
in
things to do. I gotta
957
make prayer, bro. I gotta clear
All right, have a
this.
good one. Go
I
ahead.
ain't fucking with y'all.
All right, good night. Have a good night. Now,
Y'all in poverty
now check it out.
spiritually.
Solomon
Y'all in
built the
poverty
first temple.
spiritually, man.
Check it out. Yo, bro, check it out.
Y'all
Solomon
in
built the
poverty
first temple
spiritually.
in 957 BCE.
That's what I
when
mean
the
by
first
broke.
temple was built.
Y'all
right?
mentally in captivity, man.
Josiah was the king of Judah.
That's the
all right?
second
He reigned
temple.
from 6 foot. No, it ain't. The second
Herod
temple.
built the
Cyrus.
second temple.
Cyrus the second, man. Cyrus the second ordained for them to go back and build the second
Cyrus
temple.
did not
All
build the temple that Herod just reconstructed what you're talking about during Herod's time.
First temple. When was the first temple built?
What is you talking
who built
about,
the first temple? Who built the
Solomon
first
built
temple?
the first temple. We know
I
that.
just told you that.
I've been
And
through
this is what
that.
we're talking about.
Then I
Solomon.
said the second
Come on,
temple,
man. We're not
which
talking about
Herod
the second temple,
reconstructed.
bro.
Look it up. Ezekiel chapter 7, verse
Herod
11.
didn't
That's why it was
reconstruct
destroyed.
nothing. No, it wasn't.
Yes, it
Why was the
Ezekiel
temple
chapter
destroyed?
11. Ezekiel 7, chapter 7, verse 11, man. Look it up. That's why it was destroyed.
Why was it destroyed? Why
What
was
are
it
you talking
destroyed?
about?
Why was it destroyed?
Because the Israelites were worshiping idols, brother. In Babylon, when they came back,
When didn't they worship
in
idols?
Babylon, they took, which Nebuchadnezzar brother was worshiping what the Islam's call Allah. Look this up. Nebuchadnezzar brother in Babylon. They took them same guys and brought them to Israel after a while.
No
That's
shit.
why it was destroyed. Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 11. You can go there. That's the prophecy that's mentioned in Matthew chapter 24. You have the desolation and you have the what? The abomination. The desolation happened. When does the abomination happen? Why do you think Israel and Gaza are going to war right now? That's also prophesied in Ezekiel and Isaiah.
What's your point, bro?
But my point is that I'm making, brother, is the fact that I asked you that Herod did not reconstruct the
He did
temple.
not reconstruct the second temple.
How did
He was the
become
king.
priest?
He was the king right at that
How?
time.
Who put
He
him
was
in
the
position?
king. Yahweh put him in
No,
position.
the
Yahweh
Romans
put,
did. The
So
seed of
Yahweh
Yaphet.
didn't
The
put
seed
them
of
in.
Yaphet. Look
Come
it
on,
up.
bro.
Look it
Come on,
up.
bro. Come on,
The
you
seed
don't know
of
what you're talking
Yaphet,
about.
which is the
Yo,
Romans.
Yahweh put them in position.
We know
Going
that.
back to
to
Daniel.
punish the
No,
children of
going to
Israel
Daniel.
by 70
Going to
AD.
Daniel. Why is
We
you
know
talking to
that.
him?
But I asked, who put them into position? The
Yahweh.
Romans.
Yahweh put them
We
in
can
position.
agree, but the Romans is the one that gave Herod
So the Romans wasn't
of authority.
the Romans was in authority at that
Yes,
time.
they was.
That's what I
Well, they
just
put
said.
him in
The
there.
Romans was in authority.
Yes.
Right? They had their time to rule. Right?
Who?
But
Romans?
Herod.
No, Herod
Herod
is Edomite,
was-
brother. Edomites and
So
Romans
so
two
is the
different
Romans.
people,
The Romans
brother.
are Edomites.
The Romans are not Edomites, man. What are you talking about? They mingle with the Edomites.
They're in the Roman Empire.
No, they
the
not.
Empire
That's
of
a
the
false
Edomite.
book or
The
false
Empire of the
narrative.
Edomite.
The Romans
man.
come from the seed of Yaphet. The book of
Oh,
Hashim
man.
tell you
Yo,
that.
listen, bro.
Jubilees tell
Yo,
you that.
listen. Oh, man,
What
a
are you
brother.
talking
Bro,
about?
listen.
Can we go to the genealogy, Genesis, then, brother?
Nope.
Can we go to the
Nah. Keep on with this
study what you prove, right? Genesis chapter 10. Can we go there to prove the viability where the Romans come from?
We're not proving nothing to you.
My point.
We're not proving
My
nothing to
point.
you. Because
My
we don't,
point.
because, yo, it's senseless. You
We
already
here
believe
having a
what you
dialogue
believe. No,
to
we're
prove
not
who
dialogue.
the
We're not debating.
Can
with
we?
you, brother.
That's not a
This ain't
debate.
a debate.
Can
We're
you
not-
go
listen,
to Genesis
no, we're
chapter
not.
10?
Why don't you go
If
to it?
I was a Caucasian,
You
you
go
will
to
go
it.
there.
No, we wouldn't.
You will go
No,
there.
we wouldn't.
If I was
We're
a
not dealing
Caucasian,
with
you will go there.
Anyway.
Can you go to Genesis
Well,
chapter 10?
No, we're not.
Genesis
We're not.
chapter 10.
We're not. We're not. You get it.
Wow, this is shame. This is a
I
shame.
know, we're not.
I ain't never meet no Israelites that couldn't
Anyway,
prove nothing.
Anyway.
Genesis chapter 10, son of
Going
genealogy.
back to the language. Right?
Genesis chapter 10,
Yes, you
verse.
know. It
Genesis
says
chapter
by the
10,
time
son
the
of genealogy.
Israelites had returned from exile
The
in
Kazarites.
Babylon to
The 10th
rebuild
century,
the
the
temple of the
Kazarites.
city of Jerusalem,
Are they not
they
Edomites?
had
They
lost
claim
touch with much
Edomites.
of their heritage. So it said they had lost touch with much of their heritage, right? They had lost touch with much of their heritage, meaning their language, their holy days. But they was in Babylon, which Jeremiah wrote the letter to Israel, the king of Judah, and he told him what was going to happen. He was going to go exile into Babylon for 7 generations, right? So in that 7 generations, you're going to see things of God, gods of gold and silver. You're going to hear different tongues, but it told you that you're supposed to serve Yahweh. Follow not the ways of the heathen and learn none of his ways, you know? And that's what the scriptures tell you. All right, so we was exiled just like right now we're exiled here in the modern day Babylon, modern day Sodom and Egypt, which is America, right? Which America is going to be destroyed, which is in the scripture, you know. But what if some did not believe? Our doctrine is not for this God, you know. But anyway, we're exiled here in Babylon. That's why people they follow the customs of this place, you know. They don't know who they are. You talking all different types of Hebrews because the Lord is not dealing with you, man. The Lord is not dealing with you at all. Because if you was on a level, you would get some type of understanding, not just running off your mouth, you know. Because
Talk
you
is
think
cheap.
you know something. Because you think
Talk
you know
is cheap.
something,
I asked you
man.
go to Berry sheep.
Man, listen, we're not
All you
going
doing is
nothing. We're not
talking, but
going
you're making
nothing.
preferences
We're
towards
not
me.
going nothing to
You're
what
not
you want.
talking to me,
Listen,
but
we're
you're
teaching,
talking in
bro.
what you're talking
Keep
about
going,
me.
brother. Keep going,
If
brother.
you was a man, then
Keep
you would
going,
go to
brother.
the strippers like you say
Not
you're a
do
man.
nothing, man.
Like I
All
said,
right, it
you
says,
ain't no man,
I
yo.
know, and
You a pig.
Jerusalem and the city of Jerusalem had lost touch
Pig.
with their heritage, including their ancestral language. All right, so they lost touch with their ancestral language, which is what? The Paleo Hebrew, not that bullshit Phoenician stuff he's talking about. All right, was we in Syrophoenicia? Yes, our people were there, man. You know, we was in those places. All right. Before a man that comes, like you think you know something, you come into tassel, which that's a part of our heritage as well. You know? But it says, but check it out. He was talking about the Aramaic shit, right? Check it out. It says, including their ancestral language, instead of Hebrew, most of the Israelites could speak only Aramaic, and that's what he was talking about. But see, while he was here, you couldn't get that out, you know? You can't get that out because did the Israelites speak Aramaic? Yes, they did. Was that their heritage tongue? You know, what's up, bro?
Where there are one or two gathered in his name, there he is in the midst.
Come on, brother.
I am one.
That's right. You know, we just had a weirdo. Had to dismiss you, man. You know.
Hey,
Get the secret, get to be secret.
likewise, brother.
But yeah, man. Cut it.
Where there are one or two gathered in his name, there he is in the midst.
That's right. And what we talking about his name? We had a demon just come up talking about Yahweh, Elohim, all this crazy stuff. But we know that's not the name. But he's just trying to come across confusion, talking to another man but they both is set up to be confused. Right? You know, the one dude I knew, that guy, he was just hey man, you got some history, but he's what the brother was reading is some men that boasted themselves, man. I know this, I know that, but what you're saying, you got some things right. So a lot of stuff you got wrong, man. You know, you talk about they came from Jackson and all this, the wrong. Like, come on, man, this dude doesn't know what he's talking about, man. You know. Anyway, going back to this,
I try to be like my father. When he said it with my Savior.
that's right, bro.
I'm the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's
My
right.
word will not come back to me void.
That's right, bro.
My word will not be mocked.
That's right. That's right.
It will not add to it or take from it.
That's right.
You're bad if you do.
That's right.
True story.
That's right, bro. That's a fact.
Look it up.
That's a
He
fact.
gave my word.
He said,
I speak in riddles.
Yeah.
Jesus spoke in parables. Either way you look at it, God speaks.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
There's only one.
Ooh, matter of fact, grab that can't pour new wine in old bottle. That's for that dude that was here. For the just for the brothers is watching. But going back just to prove a point, because he kept talking that Syrophoenician and Aramaic, which our people did. It says
and he mentioned in other books.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Scripture
Jubilees.
Other word in the paraphrase
We going
mention of many books.
we gonna break down his whole situation.
Because that brings confusion. You're
Exactly.
learning from all of these different books, these different.
Then he was talking about the book of Jubilees, which we know that's a bug out book for a man that comes in. You know, like I know a dude, he's a pastor and everything. He reads that the book of Enoch and all that. You know, so they right there as soon as he said it, I'm like, bro, I don't even want to talk to you. Like it ain't it's no purpose for us to even have a conversation. We can't have a dialogue because you're not going to change our mind. We don't want to change yours because you already indoctrinated. So what's the purpose of? We're not equally yoked. All you're doing is coming around here to cause confusion. As soon as you bring up something, he wants to try to overtalk. So how the hell can you have a conversation with a man like that thinks he knows everything? Anyway, to prove my point, when he was here, it says they only spoke Aramaic, the language of the Persian Empire, because we were captives in the Persian Empire, you know. So you had you had the Medo-Persians and the Persians, which what's that in Daniel the 9th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. You know, when you have the statue of the gold all the way down to the foot where we at, and that dude he don't even believe that America is in the scriptures. You know, as soon as you start saying stuff like that, he started laughing. He was here to try to provoke you to put your hands on him so they can have a reason to try to say that we're wild and all that, man. You know, all we gonna do is talk to you.
Get the shit you get to
Yo, you too, brother. Love you, man.
Love you more.
What's going on here, brother? And yo, matter of fact, and this is going cool because when he mentioned Ezekiel, he said going to the book of Ezekiel, right? But we ain't gonna pull up nothing for that, bro. We can prove it, but I'm not arguing with you like that. It's pointless, man.
They said, let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind.
Exactly. Well, he think that he confounded somebody. Look, the brother came up and he said, don't add on, don't take away. That was the spirit, man. That was the spirit that came, like, because all we would have done was kept. That's all he wanted to do, argue. So I see the fucking tassels, I knew, here come one of them, man. You know, and then he whispering to that guy. Yo, you ain't supposed to whisper. Like, yo, if you a man, all you trying to do is associate. I don't scare nobody. That nigga could have been a fucking government agent for all we know, man. Or sitting by him. You know? Just how the contention and confusion he was trying to cause. Alright? Anyway, it says instead of Hebrew, most of the Israelites could speak only Aramaic, the language of the Persian Empire, and many Jews would continue to do so through the time of Yahushua. All right, so they spoke all different tongues, man. This dude couldn't even understand the speckled birds. You know, if our gospel be hidden to him, be hid for them that are lost, man. That dude's a lost cause. For one, he don't even have a name, and I guarantee you, he don't believe in Yahushua. Talking that Yahweh shit. He wanted them, or he said, what he say? I believe in the Torah. So what he is, he's one of those Old Testament Israelites, Old Testament only. You know?
That's why he thinks the third temple was already built.
Right, yeah, exactly.
We the third temple.
Exactly. But you couldn't even go there with it. As soon as I start bringing out the information, because he ain't think we had it, start bringing, now you want to go here, so you want to argue. So that's why I'm like, yo, go about your business, man. Have a good night, sir. We don't want you here. What are we even talking to you for?
Yeah, that's the
Then
case.
he kept trying to look at you like
Yeah,
man.
That's how I turn my head, like, you
Yeah.
know.
You know, that's a feminine spirit right there. That's a female spirit right there, man. You know?
Yo, but if that's the case, then damn, we're gonna stay in America, brother.
Exactly. Because
Don't
he's
make
in
no
his
goddamn
kingdom.
sense.
Exactly, he's in his kingdom. Anyway, but it says we're gonna prove this real quick because it was a lot said. You know, and you know, you gotta prove all things, man.
Wow.
But to him, all she was gonna try to do is twist it up to we'd have been out here all night with no edification. You know, that's why I would have said, resist the devil, he shall flee. What did he do? He flee. The righteous stand his borders a lie. He's like, I'm 10 toes down and this. I don't teach on the corner. So you just put yourself out there right there. You know? We're doing what we're supposed to do. All your Israelite Christians, like, you don't even know us, bro. We know your doctrine because we see how you are. But it says when the scribe Ezra called the people together to read the book of the law, he realized that most of them were not understanding Hebrew text. Consequently, he first read the text in Hebrew and then had someone repeat what he had just read in Aramaic. The entire scene is vividly described in the chapter 8 of the book of Nehemiah, man. So when the prophets came, you know, that knew their heritage, knew their tongue, you know, like going into the day of Pentecost, what the prophets did. They spoke in different tongues, man. When the fire came on, they was baptized in the fire. They spoke in different tongues, but they were talking to the people of the nations. which were Israelites, man. You know, that dude don't understand the Hellenistic period. He don't even understand what Hellenistic means, man. Which was in the Roman Empire. That was the Hellenistic. That's when they would call themselves Romans, man. You know, we called ourselves Greeks. You know, because we was in those societies, just like right here in America, we call ourselves Americans, man. You know, but this man, oh nah, this just you just trying to cause confusion, man. That dude was pissing me off. But where we at? Let me find this one. And he was going to what, the first century. So you got this was another language. All right, you got the Targum, which is an ancient Aramaic paraphrase interpretation of the Hebrew Bible. All right, so they interpreted it in that. All right, it says of a type of made from about the first century AD, when Hebrew was declining as a spoken language. So in the first century AD, the Hebrew language was declining as a spoken language because you had all different languages starting to be spoken on the planet. You know, like he was trying to go into what? Oh well, it's translated in Greek and this and that. That's how I know you a demon, bro. Like we already know these things. We can prove these things. But to sit here and argue with you is pointless, man.
You prove it to those that's willing to learn.
Exactly. Matter of fact, you got that scripture. I can't pull New Wine over.
Yeah, come. And hey, in Egypt, we got the name of the Lord during Egypt. You know? Well, this is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 9, verse 17. It says, neither do men put new wine into old bottles.
Right, so us sitting here talking to that man, you know, is pointless, man. Because all we doing with casting our pearls to swines. You know, we can't, like, he would never, ever, he would never get nothing that was said. Matter of fact, Rebecca too, soon he poured out the book about the Roman Empire. He was like, oh, they come from, no, they're Edomites, man. The Romans was Edomites, man. He can't even get that little that little information. You know, they come from Japhetic. Who set those up? Yahweh set them up. He think he gonna come up here and control the narrative. You're not controlling nothing, man. You have no authority over here. You know? And what you brought out earlier, you are your father the devil. That's in John, right? You are your father the devil. That's who he is, because that's all he's doing is running, speaking lies. You know?
Hey, that scripture where it says they trust in themselves.
That's right, yep. And
that
then he came right up.
Can't make that up, man.
And he ain't confound nothing, man. But y'all, check it out. I'm going to go back to the notes. Yeah. Then he whispered to a dude. I know that the other dude, man. I know what type of time he on and what he believes in.
He knew more than him.
Yeah, exactly. And that's crazy. But he's like, man, y'all messengers. And y'all, that's how the spirit works. Because one that was a Gentile, because he believes in Islam, you know, and then one that comes up that he will be like one of those wicked scribes and Pharisees, man. Now that's the 2/3 right there. That's the 2/3 nigga. You know? Trying to come up, yeah, brother. Coming in the spirit of Esau, nigga. Why the fuck would I explain anything to you? You already got it down pat, you know everything. So what am I explaining anything to you for? You believe what you believe, go out there and teach it.
Right.
You believe it that much, but just for our edification's sake, now let's go into the first temple.
And he had a phone in his hand.
Yeah, so he probably was recording. You know, probably had them people on the line going, listen, this is what they're doing. You know? So of course he probably was recording and all that to go take it back to them. But who cares, man? Alright? But anyway, it says, I'll tell you, Solomon built the first temple in 957 BCE. Alright? He established the temple of Jerusalem. All right, matter of fact, Solomon built it. Let's go here. It says Josiah, king of Judah, reigned from 640 to 609 BCE. He established the temple of Jerusalem as the only place of sacrifice in the kingdom of Judah. All right, because he was, like it says, he's a king of Judah. So he established that as the only place that you could go to fellowship. All right, to worship. But Solomon built that temple. Okay, it says the first temple was the house of the ark. Was the house of the ark, so it housed the ark of the covenant. So it had a chamber where you had to go at. That was for the holiest of holies. So only the priest could go in there, and the only time that they could go into the chamber of the holy frankincense. Yeah, it says when he tried to go into the temple of the holiest of the holies, you know, you only could go in there on the Pesach, on the Passover. No, Salakia, my fault. On the Day of Atonement. That's my bad. You could only go into that chamber on the Day of Atonement. That's how holy it was. Which the Day of Atonement is what? The day to fast to atone for your sins. So that's how pure and clean you had to be. You couldn't even be eating none of that, man. You know? And they used to tie a rope around your waist. You know, so when you walk into that holiest of holies where the ark was at and sacrifice for your people, for their sins and everything. If you dropped dead, you couldn't go in there. Because if you wasn't right, you would drop dead going into that temple. So the reason for them tying a rope around your waist, they would pull you out. Because they couldn't even go in. Because if they were to pass through those curtains, they would drop dead as well. You know? And that's something that fool doesn't know. You know? But for us to sit in dialogue with him, because he don't even know the what's in there. He's like, oh yeah. As soon as he set out his mouth, tell him the 12 nations, and I'm not talking about the 12 tribes. I'm like, buddy, we don't have nothing to discuss. You know, prove to him. No, you prove it. Y'all was over there conversating. You know. But anyway, it said Nebuchadnezzar II of Babylonia removed the temple's treasures in 604 BCE. And it says 957 BC, and around that time is when he removed everything. All right, and this is when the first temple was destroyed. He says, and totally destroyed the building in 587, 556 BCE, man. That's when the first temple was totally destroyed. All right. So this dude, yo, I'm telling you, this guy, he really doesn't know what he's talking about. He's talking about, what about the third temple? Like the brother said, the third temple is being built right now, man.
Yeah, but to prove that, because he mentioned in that
Yeah,
the Apocrypha. So to prove that to what this brother just said, you read that word in 2nd Ezra's the 10th chapter.
Bring it out.
How they were bring it out,
brother Bashar.
Just
for edification.
Because Ptolemy was one of the generals of Alexander the Greek.
Mm-hmm. Kind
you know, so
the second temple was in the Roman captivity.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter.
If you read some of the kings too as well, man, it goes into that.
Chapter 10 and verse 21, it says, "But thou seest that our sanctuary is laid waste, our altar broken down, our temple destroyed.
That's right.
Our psaltery is laid on the ground. Our song is put to silence. Our rejoicing is at an end. The light of our candlestick is put out. The ark of our covenant is spoiled. Our holy things are defiled."
That's right. So they took our the Ark of the Covenant. They took all our gold, silver, our things that was precious to us, that we used, for worship and things like that, man. And the destruction. All right, so that happened in what? So the temple was totally destroyed. The building of the temple, the first temple, which Solomon had built. All right. It was a 587 to 586 around those times BCE. All right, it says with this destruction, the Jews, the Israelites, were prophesied deported to Babylonia in 586 and 582 BCE, man. All right, so that's when we went. We were exiled into Babylon. You know, and that's what that letter of Jeremiah going into that. He was writing and telling them when they go there, don't follow. You're going to see gods of gold, wood, silver. You know, and they're gonna he said they're not gods. They don't speak, they can't hear, they can't do nothing. Their own priests rob them, man. Their own priests rob from them. They take their gold, they take their silver, they take everything from them. You know, and they try to make it seem like a god. So if you was to go sacrifice some food and put some food down for them and everything, their priests would come and eat it up to make you think that god ate it. You know, the same thing they do right now with Christmas, man. What they do, they put the cookies out there and the milk and everything. Oh, this is Santa Claus. And what the parents do, the parents come and eat it to make them think that Santa Claus actually came through and ate it. That's a tradition of heathens, man. You know, it's a custom of the heathen that goes way back to the Babylonians. Goes back to Bel and the Dragon, man. You know, that's why Daniel threw the powder and the dust on the ground to show you that all this food that y'all sacrifice, Bel not eating it, the dragon not eating it, the priest eating it.
Some footprints and shit.
Yeah, cut. The little children, the mothers, the priests, and all that. You know. So
that's some shit. Cause it's like when you're a kid, you see your parents putting the gift under the tree. And you're like, oh snap! It wasn't such and such. It was you though.
And this right here would have cut the hell out that dude. But see, he ain't want to hear this, man. You know, all he want to do is just talk. Try to overtalk. All right, so this was the second temple. All right, Cyrus II, founder of the Achaemenian dynasty of Persia, conqueror of Babylonia in 538 BCE. So Cyrus II conquered Babylon, man. All right, the Persians, which you go into what? The Medo-Persian Empire and the Persian Empire. All right, this is the second temple. It says, he allowed the exiled Jews to return to Jerusalem to rebuild the temple in 515 BCE, the Persian and the Hellenistic era. All right, so you had the Persians and the Hellenistic. The Hellenistics going into what? The Romans, man. Or first of all, I believe the Greeks. All right, because that's the Hellenistic area. Our people thought that they were Grecians. You know, and that's why we call. And that's going into also what? The Gentiles. You have two types of Gentiles, and that's in that Hellenistic period, man. When our people started to believe that they were Greeks, right? Going into with Timothy's father. Timothy's father, they call him what they call him. They call him a Greek, right? And his mother was a Jewess, so she knew that she was an Israelite, but Timothy's father thought that he was a Greek, right? You know, but that guy could never fathom that. He thinks that, like I said, he's one of those black-only Israelites, man. So it's pointless to talk to dudes like that. And he's not obedient to the Heavenly Father. Why? Because what do? You come out. You say you don't go out on the highways and hedges, so you're in violation of a direct order from Yahweh Basi Yahushua. He said, "Go out on the highways and hedges," right?
That's in the Old Testament.
That's right, and the Torah. All right, since he wanted to say that in the Torah, but he want to try to talk like he know that he the Ra'uk and all that. Come on, man, like you one of those guys, man. You know. When I said Shalom, that's how you know. I thought it was Shalom. That's how you know he was set up to come up here to try to cause discourse and confusion, man. We're going to stand firm on our doctrine. Why? Because it's the correct doctrine. So it says the Persian and Hellenistic area was the 4th and 3rd century BCE periods. The temple was resurrected in part subsidized by Judea, former rulers Antiochus the 4th. What's that? Not 4. 1, 5. What's that? 4, 5.
That is
4.
That is
so.
The other way around.
Yeah, cut. It says Antiochus Epiphanes plundered it in 169 BCE, so he destroyed it, right? And desecrated it. And in 167 BCE, commanded sacrifices be made made to Zeus, right? So that goes into what? The Maccabees, where he mentioned.
Yeah, yup.
You know? So we know these things, man. All right? But arguing back and forth with him, and yo, man, we understand the temple was desecrated. That's when the Maccabees came. You know, he was like, oh, who did it? Herodias. And like, yo, nigga, shut the fuck up. You know? You think we don't know what we're talking about. Like, you just want us to argue and try to, and then as soon as he came up, now you got all the little niggas sitting around because they, oh, here comes the entertainment. You're not going to get what you asking for, man. You're going to get condemned. We're going to throw curses on you. Go about your day, buddy. You know? Like the brother said, that third temple is being built right now, man. He said, what does the kingdom of heaven mean in you? The kingdom of heaven is how you treat your brothers. That's the kingdom of heaven. Having that faith. You know? Trusting in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. That's the kingdom of heaven. That's what sets you apart from the rest of this place. The kingdom of heaven wasn't in that man. The kingdom of Satan was in that man. And he tried to come up on some, oh yeah, you know, yeah, brother. Come on, brother. You're not our brother, man. All Israel is not Israel, man. You know, let's get some scriptures.
Right. The scriptures say, matter of fact, it says, them that are of Abraham.
He trying to say that Abraham, he said, who's the progenitor of Abraham? This, that. Ishmael started all that, man. The dragons of Arabia. You know?
Right, because that was their blessing.
Exactly. And it came from who? Ishmael, which means he's heard of the power. Because he cried out in that desert, man. When Hagar left him to die. And because she didn't want to see his son die, man. You know, so what the hell was that guy talking about?
I got something real quick.
Where,
This is
bro?
the book of Galatians chapter 3 verse 9. So then, they which be of faith are blessed with faithful Abraham. Hold on, let me
That's right. So we are the faith, man.
I'm gonna go back to
You know? That guy has no faith. He trusts in his own knowledge. He trusts in himself. You know, and for that, the Most High got something special for that guy, man. But the Lord said he is not the author of confusion. And yo, right after as soon as he left, when the brother came up and was like, yo, you ain't supposed to add on. Even though he used Jesus Christ, I'll let him slide with that because he doesn't know, but he has more knowledge than that, man. All we gotta do is give him the name.
This is what I wanted originally. Slacking. This is Romans chapter 9 verse 7. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham
That's right.
are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called.
And
So
that's good, bro. Not good, bro.
now you say just because he came from Abraham, because he's an Israelite, that doesn't mean he's of Abraham. Because if he was, he'll be following the right doctrine. He'll be doing what we do. You know? So that's why the brother called him a Gentile. You know what I mean? So even though he's of come from Abraham, he's not of Abraham.
And yo, and
You know?
another thing with that dude was trying to do, matter of fact, they're not all Israel. Yeah, come. And yo, another thing that he was trying to do, you know, when he was talking to the dude, he was basically kind of agreeing with the man. Trying to tell him, the man, the guy that's in the Gentile state of mind that believe in Islam, he agreed with us more than he agreed with that man.
Yeah.
And all he was trying to do, and that's what made him mad. He's like, yo, I bet you if I was a white man, you would turn to the scripture for him. I'm like, yo, that's a demon, man. You gotta understand when the demon walks upon you, man. You know? That nigga was a straight up demon, man. Trying to cause discourse and confusion.
That was the verse that you want right before.
Same
chapter.
Hey. I know.
Yeah. Because this is what Paul was cursing them out. Because back then you had our people worshiping the Greek Greco gods.
God.
You know?
That's right.
And that's why, he was going at it with them.
That's right.
In that Greek philosophy.
God.
Just like now. English English, the English Saxon,
Right.
the Roman tongue. You got Roman numerals, Greek numerals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the same spirit. But anyway, it says Romans chapter 9 and verse 6. It says, not as though the word of Yahweh have taken none effect,
That's right.
but they are not all Israel which are of Israel.
That's right. That the Lord is saying, yo, that the word of the Lord take none effect. All right. You know, we're not arguing with unbelievers, man. No matter of fact, you got it a little later, he that's filthy, that ain't filthy still. Baba Pasha. Because yo, man, and this is why, because this the time, yo, America, and yo, the spirit, hey man, I said America's future is not bright, man. And that's the reason why, because you got different doctrines coming up, trying to come up into the one true doctrine. You know?
Now, this is Revelation chapter 22, verse 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still.
That's right.
And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still.
Right.
And he that is holy, let him be holy still.
That's right. So that man, he's filthy, man. Yo, and the brother got up here, Sirach 11 and 7. It says, blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first and then rebuke. And that's right. Yo, he didn't even try to understand nothing, man. He came up here and you could see his spirit, how he walked up. You know, he had that proud walk, that proud look.
Yeah.
You know? Like, yeah, watch me confound them. That's the look he had on his face. But you ain't confound nothing, man. You confounded yourself, man. You cut your own self. As soon as you open your mouth and say Yahweh, I don't want to hear nothing else you got to say. Because I know your doctrine. You know? And you're not speaking a Lashawan Pradesh. You're speaking Yiddish. Like the brothers, like the scriptures say, let every man be persuaded in his own mind. You ain't trying to persuade that joker, man.
Hey, I got something in Philemon.
Crap, I got it.
Because Philemon was trying to tell. The prophet Philemon was telling them, like, look, if y'all build a temple now and y'all defile, then that temple's going to be defiled.
Right.
You know? Proving, hey, that proves a lot right there. Because what? If Yahweh Shai is going to rule on earth, you think the temple, which is us, going to be defiled?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
Oh, damn, I got some more of that.
Philemon, all right,
Go ahead, brother.
Philemon chapter 1 verse 15. For perhaps he therefore departed for a season that thou shouldest receive him forever.
Right.
Not now as a servant, but above a servant. Above, all right, so like, that's talking about Paul, speaking about all right. Haggai 2 and 9. The glory of this latter house shall be greater than of the former, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. And in this place will I give peace, saith the Lord of hosts.
You know again? So,
Come, I'm gonna go up to 8. The silver is mine, and the gold is mine, saith Yahweh of hosts. The glory of this latter house shall be greater than of the former, saith the Lord of hosts. And in this place will I give peace, saith the Lord of hosts.
let's talk about us, man. The house, right? The house of Israel. Start when you got going to the elect. You have 12,000 out of each tribe, which is the house of Israel, man. Going to Jacob, the progenitor of the Israelites. Now, before that, we were called the sons of God. All right, he wasn't always called Israelites. All right. Some men don't understand that, but I guarantee that guy, he probably couldn't even tell you that, man. You know, Israel, and the Israelites came from Jacob, whose Jacob's name was turned to Israel after he wrestled with the angel all night and prevailed. All right, which means what? He's a prince of the power. He's a prince of Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. Ba'ashem Rachak Wadash. You know? There's a lot of confusion going on out here, man. You know, and the latter end is going to be what? When we get into the kingdom. It's going to have more glory than when we was ever here. We ain't going to have these bodies. We're going to have our angelic bodies, man. You know? Our God-like bodies. We ain't going to get sick anymore. You know? But,
That was Haggai, by the way. Not
Yeah.
Philip, it's a lot.
now you good.
That was the temple he was talking about, because he was going into like how, you know, towards the priest, if people are unclean, if our
Right.
people are unclean, then they can't build the temple. Then,
Right.
you know, that was the point of it.
So here we go. This is what he was talking about. It says major importance of the rebuilding of the second temple by Herod the Great. That's what he's saying. Herod built the temple. All right. It says King of Judah, 37 BCE to 4 CE. All right, the Common Era. All right. They said the construction began in 20 BCE and lasted 46 years. Temple was doubled and surrounded by retaining wall with gates. All right, so he thought, oh yeah, Herod built it. Yeah, Herod was the king at the time. All right, but he wasn't Edomite, man. He wasn't an Israelite. All right. It says
Right.
it says this temple was the center of the Israelites' life. It was not just for holy and for the holy day rituals, but also the respiratory of the holy scriptures and other national literature. In 70 AD, at the highlight of the first Jew-Roman war, the second temple was destroyed by the Roman army led by Titus during the siege of Jerusalem. All right. So he's trying to say like Herod, oh yeah, he sanctioned it. All right, he was the king at the time, just like we was under under captivity under these men, right? You know, and Herod, you had Herod the Great. I was the one that tried to he wanted to put Yahweh shot at them, man. You know, and also like Cyrus, what did he do? He allowed the exiled Israelites, you know, they call them Jews, to return back into Jerusalem to build their temple, man. All right. So does that mean he built it? No, he didn't build it, man. He allowed them to go back and start reconstruction on it, man. You know.
Yeah, that was
As a matter of fact,
and that was during the time of the Romans.
right, the Roman
But he
Empire.
says they were Edomites.
Guys, what Hebrew
What's up, bro?
Israelite? The in Christ one or just the Hebrewites?
What you mean?
Like they got the group that's
You follow Great Millstone. You follow Great Millstone.
great minister,
Great Millstone.
great millstone.
Yes.
So that's different from the Israelite. I think it's
IUIC.
in Christ.
Yeah, yes.
That's different.
That's the ones that wear the purple now.
They is it an offshoot from this?
No, I mean you got. I'm gonna say it like this. You got.
Can I just ask a question before you say
Go
that?
ahead.
Is it that you guys don't accept Jesus, but they accept Jesus?
Yeah, that's what they call it. That's not his name.
Hmm?
That's not his name.
I know Yeshua.
Because that's Yahweh Shai.
Huh?
It's Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh.
Yeah, Yahweh Shai.
Shai.
Yeah, Yahweh is the Father's name. And Yahweh Shai is the Son's name. Those men
Yahweh
that
Shai.
they say Christ and Jesus and all that. That's a Greek name.
I know.
Which Jesus means hell, Zeus and all that. That's it. You know, yeah, it means hell Zeus, and that's why in the Latin, the Spanish, they say Jesus.
Jesus,
Yeah,
right?
so that's because they know it wasn't no J.
Because there was no J.
Exactly. So those brothers,
that's definitely European.
yeah. So those brothers, they call on, they say Jesus, but you got Hebrew names. You know, those men have Hebrew names.
Yeah, but
so,
I think they know that.
yeah, but see, and yo, Nate.
Well, actually, they know because I see them doing the translation. So.
Exactly. Yeah. So they at one point in time, IUIC, Israelite United in Christ, they taught. Well, Nate, that their head, he taught the names Yahweh and Yahweh. Now, whatever happened was you compromised, whatever, you took that Jewish first. Now you teaching Christian doctrine. Basically, Jesus, you want to have one wife, and all that. He flipped everything. You know?
One wife?
Yeah.
One wife?
Yeah, they teach.
Also, he followed the New Testament.
Yeah, basically, he's following the doctrine of the Romans, the Roman Catholics.
I have an issue with that. In my humble opinion, it's kind of like the Nation of Islam. You know, if you're gonna follow, literally, I'll just say, you're gonna follow a white man. I'll put it like this: if you're gonna say, all right, that the white man's Christianity is from Satan, how you gonna follow the Roman? How you can't even, like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
You see the Roman Catholic priest, this nigga just literally on international television just okay this homosexuality
Yeah,
shit.
they do all that. Hey man, that's that.
But we shouldn't be surprised because of all the atrocities that they committed against our.
This the time. It's what the scripture says. So they declared that sin is sodomy, hide it not. So now a lot of things is going to be coming out where they ain't hiding no more. They already been about that. If you really look at the history of the Roman Catholic Church and their accusations and everything, come on now, and like yo, T.D. Jakes, he follows after that. Look at him, he's being exposed. You know, fuck Danny Arnoldman.
T.D. Jakes is Catholic?
No, see, and that's the thing. You would think that he wasn't. You would think that he was a Baptist or Pentecostal, whatever, how Jake be saying.
They try to say they're Protestants.
Yeah, but they follow after. But they all the religious stuff that goes on here in Babylon comes from the Roman Catholic Church. That's the top dog. That's the false prophet that the Bible speaks of. And on top of that, that's the one world religion that they want everybody to be tied to. So everybody now, you think about now, that's why they come with one world government, one world religion, one world currency, everything. Everybody
they don't mind. They trying to make a compromise with the religion.
Good.
And now, like in Spain, France, they trying to preach some doctrine of Chrislam. So Christian.
Oh yeah, yo, that goes Chrislam. Yeah, exactly.
Christian in Islam. Yeah.
Now look, that's them coming together and they're merging. So they're showing you what they're doing. That's going to everything. Look at the companies. All the companies is merging. Yes, they is. Watch it, bro.
Muslims are. Yeah, I hope they don't. I know.
You're gonna see. You practice Islam, brother?
Yeah, I'm Muslim. But the Muslims over here,
they want to do it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, how I feel, like, I don't understand black people, bro. Like, it's just crazy to me. Y'all come from under Christianity to become Muslim, and I'm trying to figure out how in the hell. See, the devil is so crafty, man. The devil is crafty. I'm 52 years old. I've been studying and reading my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
How is it that? How did this slave trade shit get past with Islam?
So do you know about with Islam? When they was ruling the earth. So do you know about the trans-Saharan slave trade?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to figure out.
That's what we went.
I want to understand how did it get, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, you're reading doctrines and you're reading stuff that's corruptly applied. Put it like this: the Muslims, the Christians, the Jews, all three of the religions got horrible participants.
The Jews, they're not the real Jews.
The Jews, the Israelites, horrible horrible examples
Why you
of
say
people
that?
that's supposed to be following Abraham.
Why you say that?
The Israelites, Africans in Northwest Africa, who got kicked out of Spain and went to Northwest Africa, were part of the association of middlemen from the Arabic Jews, the European Jews. They all was in cahoots with the slave trade to enslave the Igbos.
Those are
Israelites. So
But
they all been in it's
all right,
like
so, all right,
everybody
I
got
understand.
a hand in slavery.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. So those were, you got Amalek, which is those Jews, Europeans and all that.
Right.
The Amalekites. That's the Amalekites is the grandson of Esau. All right, they go back to the Edomites. That's who they are.
And
Right.
then
So you got
the
Turkish,
Moors.
Yeah, you got the Moors were Israelites.
Yeah.
The Moors just means black. But you got but see, those were wicked Israelites. Everybody that's Israel is not Israel.
That's exactly
And
what
that's
I'm
what it
saying.
says. So, but
You
check it
got
out.
wicked participants
But why do you
in
have
all the groups.
Why do you have
And
that?
it's right now, my question is, what I'm trying to figure out how I'm 52 years old, and I literally feel like I made a fool of Arabs because
But they're not your people.
they hid the atrocities that was committed
But they done us.
against us.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Because it was forced apart.
bro,
Don't you know they used to castrate you when you went
that's
to
what
the
I'm saying.
transit?
In order to get from 100 to get 10 units, you literally gotta kill 90 out of 100 people.
Yeah, that's wicked. That's wicked, man.
I
Because they're not your people.
I used to wonder why, like, the African Muslims, like the real solid African Muslims, they don't fuck with Arabs, and they got a hatred and disdain, and I didn't understand it, but now I understand it. I'm just saddened that it took all this years, you know, like, because I know that all that, you know, Muslim, Islam, and all that, I knew that, you know, most of these, I'll put it like this. I go in the store. I'm a vendor. I sell clothes. I go in the store, and the Yemenis, we are Muslim. I'm trying to sell you something, but you acting, you literally got the ways and actions of a straight Jew.
Like, yo, they don't look at you as they equal. They look at you as they slave, because that's what you once was. You
Exactly.
still are.
My thing is,
You'll never be equal to them. You're above them. But our people, they want to try to flip. Matter of fact, get Jeremiah 2 100%. Our people, they want to fit with it. We're trimming our way to seek love from a people that don't like you. They're your enemy. They're enslaved. And them people tell you. They'll laugh at you. Them Palestinians, they've been bringing out stuff a lot about us. They be like, yo, y'all Negroes over there in America, y'all the real Israelites. They're like, y'all not Arabs, y'all not Muslims, y'all not this. And they laughing at you. Just like they're Christians, man. They laugh at us. When we try to be Christians and be like them, and they laugh at us. They look at we still got them in division. You know?
Hey, why you think
And
they
that
got?
should make you angry.
I'm gonna be honest, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You'll never be equal to them. Yo, go up in the Northeast. And I used to work up there, around all of them. So I met Turkish Muslims. I met Muslims from over there in from Palestine, for all that.
I travel. I've been around, bro.
Yeah, but they look down like you.
Yeah,
trying to do that,
I'm
like,
sure.
how
I'm
you
sure.
Looking like.
My thing is, like, even going abroad, like, how tightly, you know, this has been, like, kept, like, because it's in the Arabic script.
Yeah, exactly.
It's there. You know what I'm saying? And it's around us. It's just that when you're a Muslim, a lot of us, we don't read Orientalist writings. I always read Orientalist writings. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but maybe I was too young. I just didn't didn't grasp it. But now that I'm older, it's like I'm looking at this shit like, yo, man,
Why you think they hit it for me?
I don't think they intentionally hit it, but I think that African Americans, you know,
You know why they hit it?
I don't think. I'll put it like this. I'm gonna die Muslim. Like I'm not gonna change my religion. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna deny that more than likely I'm of the stock of Israel, like directly. So that means you might not accept Muhammad, but I accept Muhammad.
You know he's real.
Muhammad he didn't castrate people. He didn't commit these atrocities against us. And his lineage is African. His grandmother is African. Great grandmother, but down the line, Hagar is definitely African. So I don't have no issue with Muhammad and the companions of Muhammad. My issue was with the followers. The same way the issue was with the followers of Christians. Like I said, none of them are innocent of committing atrocities against the subjects or against the people.
Well, those people practice Christianity. You had that holy war. There was a holy war between the Arabs and the Christians. The Christian Crusade,
The Crusades,
and the
very well
the
read.
Arabs, so to speak. You know, and that war determined a whole lot. So if the Christian Crusade didn't win, and the Arabs won, everybody would be considered Muslims instead of Christians. But the Christians won that war. That's why Christianity.
Oh, you talking about World War One?
No,
But there was two
going
other
way
crusades.
back
There was
before that.
two other crusades.
Well, way back before World War
Right.
One, it's way before that. You know, the Christian Crusade and the Arabians.
Well,
Before the war.
there's two of them. There's the Crusades, the first Crusades, and then there's the second Crusades.
I gotta look it up again, but
Yeah.
I remember.
Well,
like,
the first
big-
Crusades, eventually the Muslims they won and kicked the Franks.
Romans.
They kicked them
Oh,
out.
Frank, I know what you're talking about.
The Romans first, and then the second wave was the Franks, and then it came the Mongols. So
That's in that. That's
in between the first two Crusades, the Mongols came out.
yeah, kind of. In that book.
My point is this right here: all three religions is guilty of horrible atrocities, not just against the world, but in particular against us.
That's right.
In particular, that's what I'm concerned
That's what they
with.
called us.
And what I don't
the
understand
Arabs,
is
you know
when
what
I
they
go
call
on these masjids, and I say it, I have to be honest. Here in Philly, New York, wherever I go, I'm from New York. I live in
I
New
can
York.
tell. I can tell you actually.
What I see is where there's African Americans, there's always some Arabic dude in front.
That's a
You
slave
don't
master.
learn? You don't fucking learn?
That's a slave
You
master.
don't learn?
Yeah, it's a slave master, man.
Like, when are we going to be responsible for our own self-determination? Like, when?
Lord God, the Lord brings that, man. The Lord do that. You know, we can't save ourselves. We waiting on us.
God is good. I'm in
That's
control of my self-determination. My family.
But
And my family don't want to follow through, and that's on them. Like
bring
me,
that out.
it's real. Like I understand. As men, we have to know where we going.
You gotta know who you are.
You gotta know who you are. You gotta know where you going.
That's a real.
And you
picture.
gotta know your enemies.
That's right. There you go. That's right, brother. Bring it out real quick. Jeremiah 23.
Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways.
Yeah, bring it back.
You know, our
I
people
want to get
have taught the wicked ones their ways, which is what? These elites, the banker-phobes, the ones that control the narrative of the Catholics, the Christians, and the Muslims, because that was all for political purposes. You know what I mean? You read the book 13 Tribes, you know what goes into it. But our people are trimming their ways to seek love from Master. You know what I mean? Because this is all they know. You know, Christian, oh, we grew up Christian, we grew up Catholic, we grew up Muslim. You know what I mean? So they don't know anything better.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
You
That's
know,
why
but they
you
want to
get
seek
angry.
love
Yeah.
from their oppressors.
Right.
And the oppressors is the ones that's making us, through the narratives, divide against each other, divide and conquer. You know, because you see who owns these businesses that's in our hood. The heathens, the Arab, the Africans, you know what I'm saying? So they the ones that's really flourishing off of our oppression.
The Jews run everything.
You know? Yeah.
And what's sad is
Zionists.
what's the Zionists. And you know what? I'm trying my best as a to be as close to righteous as a person as possible to follow for what it is. And that's the truth. The Zionists. I don't got no problem with the truth. The Jews in New York, those kids are beautiful. They're good people. They also believe in their scripture and they do what they have to do. I ain't saying that they all the way right or they all the way wrong, but they wholesome people. They're trying to live a decent life. And they doing everything in their power to separate themselves from the Zionists. And that's appreciative. I appreciate that they understand that they should not be standing side by side with the Zionists. You understand what I'm saying? As a citizen of the United States, and just morality, period. A Jew that don't stand with a Zionist, I respect them. I respect them.
They all the same though,
They
man.
still Edomites.
Yeah, they the same. They Zionists. Those are the ones that you say they control the world. And yo, they was set up. They were set up by the
The Orthodox Jews, the Hasidic Jews.
They all the same. Well, they might have like different sets, but they're all Amalek. All the children of Amalek.
I wouldn't. I honestly can't. Like, I don't know their.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say. I'm not disputing what you're saying.
Nah, we ain't.
But what I'm saying is,
that's what they are.
looking at it from where I stand, from my little humble, I appreciate that they are separating themselves from the Zionists and they don't want that to do it.
Yeah, that's their world, man. You're gonna have splits. Matter of fact, what's that? A house divided.
Really, they scared.
Yeah.
They were doing that over this Hamas situation, which that was even said. You know what I mean? We got something called problem, reaction, solution. They bring the problem, then they see the reaction, which all set up.
I think some of the ones in New York, I think they're pretty sincere. That they don't stand for the killing of all those Palestinians like that, and they don't attain to the theory of Herzl's God put Israel for us and that it's their land. They don't have claim to that.
They come from
They definitely
Europe.
Europeans.
They come from Europe because you know what? I know of
That's a fact. They all
Ukrainian Jews. Yeah, they come from I'm trying to think of the land.
They
over
come
there.
from various different places.
It's a part of Russia. It's over there in Europe.
Khazarians.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. Yeah, Khazarians. That's where they come from. The Khazarian Empire. And a lot of them. That's where the majority of those so-called people come from. And they were given that land in 1948 after the 3-day war.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, they was given them.
The Khazarians. All right. That's the people who eventually evolved into Zionists.
Yeah,
but not all Khazarians.
But that was given to them by the Rothschilds.
But not all of them.
Not all the Zionists. That was
What I mean is, like, man, all right. This happened over the course of like the last 1,400 years, 1,300 years. The Khazarians, they came, they definitely came out of Russia. They came out of Russia, the Balkans,
you got the Ashkenaz and all that. Yeah.
And they went into Europe, into different places.
Yeah.
They went to Germany, they went to France, they went to Spain, they went to Australia, they went to Switzerland.
That's right.
They went to various different places in Europe.
And they try
got
to make them
divided.
seem like, they try to make them seem, they try to give them our story.
Right.
That they was sent here, sent there. Like
Oh, yeah. That's
that they try to give
That's
them
a
our
fact.
story.
I give you that, but what I'm saying is all the Jews in Brooklyn is not like one side. You say like
That's
over,
where Brooklyn's heavy
over,
for
over,
us.
over
Brooklyn
East,
heavy of it.
Eastern Parkway. Those is
That's where you from, Brooklyn?
not from Harlem.
Okay.
Eastern Parkway is is where most of them
Yeah, I know.
the Zionist Jews.
You got the ones
They
the
over there.
Orthodox. You got the Orthodox ones with
That's
the black
what they are.
hats. You got the ones with the
The
tassels.
other ones that's in like Flatbush and Williamsburg and all that.
I'm familiar with.
They're not with that. They're not with the Zionist shit. You know, I mean, like
they are,
literally,
man.
their kids is on the front lines. You know what I'm saying? Free Palestine. They're not with that, bro.
Because some of them is Palestinians. Some of them come from that.
Yeah.
That's a major conflict with them. That's why they're having that conflict.
Yeah.
And some of them are the same people. So they're like, yo, what is y'all doing? No, y'all belong over here with us. So that's where the conflict comes in. And that's why that whole war started.
It's not just Jews, it's also Christians.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of
No,
Palestinians
yeah, exactly. And because they're looking at them like, yo, they look at them as traitors to who they are. You know, they're like, yo, you traded on this. So now, and it's and you're right, bro, because everything with that whole situation is about it's another holy war. Basically, if you will. It's all about religion. It'd be another holy war. That's all it's about. You know, because they're like, yo, hey man, that's why you got the whole the nation divided, which I think you got that right there, right? The house divided.
Yeah. And that's also bringing out the anti-Semitic movement.
Right.
This guy on Emmanuel, he
He
comes from the same movement y'all from, right? Emmanuel, what's his name?
I don't know. It's
They call him
different.
Minister
It's different.
Emmanuel.
Nah, it's different. It's
What they
different
call
guys. Like, we're not all the same.
Bishop Emmanuel, that's what they call him.
Bishop. No, we don't.
He's the one for the
We don't follow that guy.
Christian, I mean,
Nah,
what
we
do you
don't.
say? The Israelites say Christ.
Oh, you talking about Nathaniel? That's what you
That's
talking
what I'm
about,
saying.
Bishop Nathaniel. Yeah, no, we don't. No, we
He don't come
follow.
from y'all movement?
No, he was part of One West, and One West was split up.
He was from, but
They
I
was
think
all
he
in
was
Harlem.
from
They came out of Harlem.
125th.
Yeah,
125th.
they all came out of Harlem. One West, you know. So you had him, which that was the Universal School of Practical Knowledge, right? Now, that was the home where Abba Bivens and all that.
That's weird to me.
Yeah. But now
What's weird to me is this. All right, like the Nation of Islam and his movement. His movement and the Nation of Islam.
you got different sets of Muslims.
Of course, we got many of them.
You know what I mean?
But my point is, like, I'm saying, like, for African Americans, all right, if you're in the Nation of Islam, it don't make sense to me that you follow Fawad Muhammad. This dude is white. He's literally white.
That's what they.
Like, you might as well follow white Jesus if you're gonna follow this nigga. Like, literally, if you're gonna
That's
follow
what they
Fawad
for them
Muhammad,
people,
you
man.
might as well. Why? We should just stay Christians.
Hey, man,
Now,
like
this
you said.
Nathaniel dude, I'm not saying that he should. Listen, you know, I'm Muslim, so I love Jesus. You understand what I'm saying? We don't follow or worship Jesus. You understand what I'm saying?
That's not his name. All right.
But my thing
I
is
call it Isa.
Isa ibn Maryam,
Yeah, Howard side.
the son of Maryam. My point is, how you gonna be? All right, you're talking the Israelite thing, you're talking the Afrocentric thing, but you're gonna pick Jesus up and put him as the Son of God. I don't understand.
He is. Matter of fact, I'll get that.
Y'all see Jesus as the Son of God also?
Yeah, watch this. I'm gonna prove it to you. What is his name? He's the Son of God. Listen. That's what he is. And matter of fact,
So Israelites, on the whole, accept Jesus?
His name is Yahweh Shai. They don't accept no Jesus. It's Yahweh Shai. Some people
Yahweh
call him
Shai.
Yehoshua,
Okay.
but they call, but
all
his
right.
name,
Irregardless of the
real
name.
is Yahweh Shai.
So
That's the son of
Israelites,
the That's the son of
the Israelite movement in America, like, or put it like this, the Israelite movement that y'all follow, y'all acknowledge just Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai. All but some people call him Christ. That's not his name. So it's a separate.
But he's
we're not all the same.
But he's the same dude.
Watch this. Watch it. Read it. Read that, bro.
Check it. Proverbs 30:4. Who have ascended up into heaven or descended? Who have gathered the wind in his fist? Who have bound the waters in a garment? Who have established all the ends of the earth? Here's the point. What is his name? And what is his son's name, if thou can tell?
That's right. So that's his son. You know?
So is his son, is it him and his, so it's like,
there's two entities. That's why I said if you see me, you see my father. Meaning, he's like, all right, it's like that's like an image. Like if you have a son, right? And if I see your son, I can see you. Why? Because you taught your son. So me looking at your son and everything he taught you, if you follow it, if your son follows all your words to the T, I'm seeing you because he's your how would you say that? He's your representative, right? You know? That's why
y'all got brochures or something I can read your doctrine?
You just go and on YouTube and type in Great Millstone. The Apostles of Great Millstone.
What is it now?
Apostles of Great Millstone. Great Millstone. And that's Apostles of Great. And then
It pops up right away too.
so look at that.
On YouTube?
Yeah, on YouTube, type that in.
If you want, you can take a screenshot of it. You know what I mean? However, but those are our apostles down up in New York.
Yeah. And
They
then
teach right there in the Bronx.
We got the same doctrine. We follow the same doctrine. They don't.
How do y'all do? What's y'all stance on Africans from the continent?
What you mean? Africans?
Yeah, do y'all identify with them like the Igbo people?
I mean, well, yeah, Igbo, yeah. That's how people. Because you got people that's in Western Nigeria. You know, you got Ghana. You got Sierra Leone. You got right now it's going to be scattered all over.
All the Africans that are scattered. All right, the Igbos that are Christian. Do y'all?
I believe they would be Israelites, man. But the same way you got
no, they Israelites.
They're
definitely Israelites.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like they know
people over here in America, right? They would call themselves Christian. You know that they're Israelites, but they're in a Gentile state of mind. That's what you get. What we was talking about earlier, which was the Hellenistic era, which goes back to the Greeks. Our people was once in Greece, and they thought that they was Greeks because they followed the Grecian their customs.
I understand.
All right, so if you go into the Maccabees, you know that's one.
It's like the saying, when you're in Rome, you do as the Romans.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so when we was in Rome, we thought we were Romans.
Yeah, I understand.
You know, just like Paul, he said, "I'm a Roman citizen."
Well, aside from saying, all right, I'm talking about a conscious Igbo whose heritage goes back thousands of years.
They know.
And he knows. But he's a practicing Christian.
That's man. He's going off. He's going off, man. He's been compromised. Because man, you got a whole bunch of our people have been brainwashed as well. Going on with time.
So a conscious. All right. So
just like. All right,
so
like
an Igbo who's Muslim.
Mm-hmm.
So he knows.
He's going off, man. He chose another God. You know, and it goes on with we were captives, man, and our people like we was just reading about.
I understand where you're coming from.
He was reading about when you go into
the divide with the Quran.
Yeah, like, but so
not accepting. Like this, you don't accept the Quran. So
no, we know the Quran.
Yeah, but you don't accept it.
But it says,
it's not the word of God.
No, you know, it was all right. If you really look into that, right? It was.
No, you just say it flat out. Like,
it was a war tactic, right? The Israelites voted. We said the Israelites voted because they gave it to those people. They didn't think that they was going to take it, you know, first, because it tells you in the Quran who the people are the Most High. So you know, and it says because Allah just means God. That's a Hebrew word for God. You know, and like when you read Arabic and everything, a lot of words in Arabic comes from the Hebrew. it's like a watered down Hebrew. So like in
the-
how would you say pure?
It's
if you say
they Semitic languages. It's
Yeah, there you go.
Arabic
You
is the
say-
sister language of Hebrew.
But yeah, so if you say pure in Hebrew, you would say tahar, and
It's the same.
Islam would be tahara.
It's the same.
Yeah, so it's like it's
Same
different. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
it's the same.
Watered down.
yes, but it was
I
like
wouldn't say watered down. It's two different languages.
yeah, but you
I
know,
mean, if you think, all right, Hebrew, you got Hebrew,
uh-huh.
you got Aramaic, and then you got Arabic. Hebrew is the mother tongue,
There you go.
and then under Hebrew
What's up,
there's
man?
Aramaic, and then there's Arabic. You understand what I'm saying? So I wouldn't. I mean, you can use the term watered down if that's what you want, but
Nah, but it is.
it's when I say Allah, and you see Allah,
Nah, we say
Yeah,
Allah.
yeah.
We say Allah.
it's
Allah
the-
means God.
It's the
You know
same
that?
thing. You understand what I'm saying? So
It just means God. It's power. That's what the word means. But that's why when we talk about God, that's why when you read that, it said, what is his name? What is his son's name? Because the Lord has many titles.
Yeah,
No.
it's just the transliteration. It goes off like
Now,
some words may sound the same and they may be the same, but like their transliteration is completely
Shabbat
different.
Shalom.
Shalom, bro.
Shalom.
Shalom.
I'm gonna start. I need to do my research on this.
Yeah,
At the end of
dog,
the
like
day-
when you read, listen to those brothers, man. You know
I
what I'm saying?
need to.
You got a good mindset, bro. Like I say that because we just had a dude up here. And they came in different spirits, man.
No. Listen,
You know what
I'm not
I'm
gonna
saying?
come. Listen,
You come in reasonable, man.
aside from everything, from all of this, you Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah.
Taino, Araka, native. Before Christopher Columbus came here, when he came here, his son's memoir states that on the island of San Juan, or what was called San Juan, what they named San Juan, he's seen the darkest of Africans and red people. That's what he said he seen.
So the Native American.
So that means we was already here.
Exactly. Bro.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, you my brother, bro. The only difference is your slave master was Spanish,
There you
mine
go.
was white, or mine was this Anglo-Saxon.
There you go. And yo, you know what,
That's
brother?
the only difference.
And you know what, brother? You got more sense than the dude that came up here that knew that he was an Israelite, and he said that wasn't his brother. He was like, I guess he did. Yeah, but he knew.
Listen, bro.
He called his tribe out and everything, right?
Listen, we all the same from this Western Hemisphere. I might
we
have
got-
a little
we
more
got
African than me, than you have in you, and you might have a little more Indian than you than
They
I have in me.
came, but they came
Well,
from.
we
They
all-
they came from
we
the
all the
Western
same
tribe.
blood.
Listen, there you go. We Israelites.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
Israelites, man. No, but our people, we just the doctrines and everything has just been twisted up so much that our people they just follow after different customs.
And these people know that even with, like, you got some Data Kenyatta and Abu Bakr. These was
Ooh, matter of fact, that
these
Jeremiah
is-
14.
these is Africans.
14.
These is
Oh,
these is Africans, African Muslims.
Well, a lot of Africans.
They was making voyages back and forth.
Yeah, exactly.
What happened with Christopher Columbus and them, because of the Inquisition and the conquistadors and all that,
You know about that?
when they kicked out the Arabs,
Mhm.
when they kicked out the Moors, which is the Africans,
Yeah. So they was
the Israelite Africans,
because they took over
and the Muslim
Sicily.
Africans.
They took over Sicily, the Moors.
when they kicked them out, they found that these were master navigators.
Exactly. Yup. Yeah, the
So
Moors.
the Portuguese,
Yup.
the King Henry VIII,
Mhm.
he was the first.
Mhm.
He kidnapped and employed the African and Arab. It was both African and Arab navigators, and he put them into what he called his armada, the first armada, That's us.
Yeah, but see,
It was us.
what you said too, bro.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
and
the
we
Moors.
was already coming over. They didn't even, this shit is all bullshit he discovered America.
Yeah, but you know what? The Moors practice Islam, man.
Some Moors were Muslim.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Some
but they
Moors was
all-
Israelites.
They was Israelites because they knew. But why did they call them Moors though? You know what the word Moor mean?
It's black.
Yeah, there you go. That's
Mark.
right. That's right, brother. That's right. And that's what they call them.
See,
Moors.
what happened was,
Like, have you-
see, the Arabs, they went up in Spain, they took over Spain.
Mhm.
That was the Arab invasion of Spain.
Yeah.
When they took over Spain, and like it was like 711 AD, like less than 100 years after Muhammad was gone. They took over Spain. When they took over Spain, they kept needing reinforcements.
Mhm.
They ran out of Berbers.
Mhm.
You know, the Berber tribe of North Africa. Those people are a mixture of European and Mediterranean people.
Okay.
They
like,
they will be considered African.
Mm.
They mixed, but they are also mixed with European. They're Africans who, over time, the Europeans kept coming to across the Mediterranean into Tripoli, into
so they would be
all those northern states like Algeria, Tripoli, Mauritania, and Morocco. The tribes are Berbers, and they're mixed with Europeans. So over time, they became lighter skinned people. The Arabs,
matter of fact, you're right.
the Arabs favored them, put them in power in Africa, and as their resources was getting dwindling, trying to maintain Spain under their control, they kept bringing the Berbers until there was no more Berbers to bring. So they had to go down into Africa and take the black Africans that were Islamicized. And they went up into Spain.
Just like you got
some of those Africans converted. Some of those Africans did.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It was Igbos.
Exactly.
And when they went up there, they stayed. They enjoyed their time. It was about 800 years that they was in the country. They probably ran the country for about 500 of those years, and then 300 years of Inquisition, of kicking them out to get them out. And when they started getting them out, the last of them to go was the Igbos.
The ones that knew that
the Igbos, they all gathered into the last stronghold of the Moors, which was Granada. From Granada, 1492.
That's when they came over there. But they was here before that.
No, they didn't come straight over here.
No, but not for.
They kicked them down.
About
It is 1692. 1692.
That's when they
Queen Elizabeth and
he came over here.
Queen Elizabeth and Ferdinand.
Yeah.
They kicked the Moors. They kicked the remaining Moors out. They sent them to Africa. When they sent them to Africa, when Christopher Columbus came, then they went and got them. And not only they got them, they didn't only just get them. They went into Nigeria. And they took they took their tribe, the main tribe.
That was Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. They ran into the western coast of Africa in 70 AD to escape Roman persecution because Rome was falling. You know, it was at its end. And
those Africans.
So you had the Hamites, right, which is the so-called Africans. You had the Europeans. So Amalek. It was the Hamites. And the Hamites and the Arabs.
Shemites.
And not Shem. It's Arab. It's Ishmaelites, right?
Shemites.
Yeah,
Shemites, Ishmaelites.
You got Ishmael. You had Ham. All three of them. Well, them two conspired together with Amalek to go into the western coast of Africa because the Hamites knew what we looked like. It's like if you go to Japan and you want to get people that enslaved that's Japanese, you gotta send some Japanese people in there or some Chinese people in there. You know, but they like, because they know exactly, because our customs are different than theirs. You know, so that's how they knew who was who. They was like, yo, we're all dark skinned. You ran in there to blend in.
That's why with slavery, when you talk to the Africans, I sat down with
They know.
I sat down with the griots.
They know.
I listened to them intently. I didn't even expose what I know, but what I already knew from reading myself. I did 12 years in prison, so I read a lot when it comes to this. So when I actually got the chance to go to Africa and sit down with some of the griots and whatever, and they explained to me the whole history of how they even got to that region, to West Africa.
Definitely tell you, yeah.
They came through Egypt. Most of the West Africa is from Egypt.
Yeah.
Most of them. They came from Egypt. They went down into Sudan, and then they came back up through Chad, Congo, and then they settled West Africa. 70 AD. Very important time.
That's right.
The Africans know, the Igbos, they know the pattern of travels that the Igbos, they came from the Levant. When I say the Levant, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Palestine, Egypt. They're the recent ones to come through that. And they came with different customs and culture. Israelites.
But just same way, right.
Slavery,
when we were taken out of Egypt.
Slavery was very meticulous. When those people came to get us, they didn't just come to get us only because we were Israelites, but they came to get us because we were Israelites that were skilled in many disciplines.
Why else then? What was the reason why they was able to take us?
Because we were sold out by the African chieftains.
Yeah, but why though?
Because they was jealous of us, because when we came back to, when we had went north into Spain and Europe, when we came back, we controlled all the artisans.
I'm gonna show you why.
We were the smiths. We worked with metal.
We are that.
We were the artisans. We understood agriculture. We understood every discipline that's necessary. We made all the clothes. To this day,
our hands are blessed.
Listen, to this day, who controls fashion right now?
Egypt.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's right, brother.
Every country in the world looks to African America and to us.
But the reason why we they came to grab us because we turned our back on the Lord, like you said, with all the different different religions and cultures and everything. How people started following them, which we wasn't supposed to follow them. Which we was reading earlier in Jeremiah.
You're 100% right, bro.
Yeah, so that's why we was able to be taken down.
As a young man, I always wanted to understand, God, why did you let this happen to my people? Like, I don't understand. Why did you do this to us? And over
I got one for you.
The example or the answer that I came up with was, it's close to what you believe. I came up with an answer that the Muslims instead of propagating and living Islam the way that they was opposed to, and I was talking about Israelites, but not understanding that the Muslims that I'm talking about, this particular group of Muslims, is actually Israelites. This is before I understood that part. But now I get it, like I understand. God was mad at us because of all of the idolatry. And being that I went to Africa and I see the idolatry like firsthand, like
exactly.
Yo,
that's the reason why.
Do you call it shirk? Do you know this word shirk? All right, well, shirk in Islam, in Arabic, it means idolatry. It means it means like false god, talismans, soothsayers,
we just
what do you call it, amulets and all this. Thinking that,
talking about that.
You know, the amulets. When I say amulets,
talking about like this is fashion.
No.
We don't be like,
what I'm saying.
I know dudes that
the Africans, they will have things of this nature. They will have rings like this right here. and it'll be blessed, and it'll be.
That's fast,
You understand?
bro.
It's just
Yeah,
like,
that's
you know, with Santa Maria and all
Yeah.
that, all the same.
Yeah, dig it. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
All the
Check
same.
it out. Check it out, bro.
His money's angry with you.
Yeah.
Check it out, bro. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, and starting at verse
Book of Baruch. That's in the
yeah.
Bible.
Yeah, it's apocrypha. It's like if you had the King James 1611, the apocrypha, which means apocrypha is a Greek terminology that means hidden books.
You can write that down.
Yeah. Check it out, bro. I'm gonna read this real quick. I got you. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, which we was just talking about. He's like, why did the Lord turn his back on us? Check it out. It's Baruch chapter 4, verse 28. It says, for as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High God, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. So that's just it says it was for our mind to go astray. We went after the different heathen customs. It says verse 29, it says, for he that hath brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy again with your salvation. So the Lord, the reason why he allowed those, matter of fact, can you grab when it says they shall come from afar, whose nation I'm not understanding the tongue, you know, and that's what happened. Like what you was explaining, the routes and everything. You on point with that, bro. You got a good sense of history, and that's good because knowing the history, that's how you can go into the scriptures and then understand pinpoint certain things. Like you know the route and all that. Like 70 AD. Like you have what's Hitler and all that. He was just trying to fight against the international bankers because he didn't want he didn't want their World Bank in his country. You know, the elites. And now with that whole Holocaust and all that, they try to make this the Jews and all this.
You know what's sad?
What's that, bro?
We're living that again.
Yeah, yeah, that's right, bro.
Donald Trump right now.
Yeah.
Whether people like it or not, I don't care how much you hate him, how much you don't like him.
No, we like the guy.
This dude,
keep going.
This dude, people do not understand the magnitude of his stature in the world right now. They don't understand. This is the only dude. His faction. You know, some of them are very questionable, but they are on the right path as far as they understand that if they don't make their stand right now, the world is doomed. We're done. We're done.
They know.
Because and what's sad is most of these people out there, they don't understand that there's a war going on right now between globalists and the nationalists.
There you go, man.
And the nationalists in the United States, if they don't win, you know,
it's already written. They know that's prophecy, bro. This place is done. That's the spirit, man. And that's what the topic of the title of. It says America's future is not bright, man. Next year, brother, read that real quick, bro. And I'm gonna write that down, apocrypha and all that for you, man. So you can look it up too.
You can take a picture of the book.
Oh yeah, how about that word right there, which means hidden books.
This is Jeremiah chapter 51. In verse 19, it says, the portion of Jacob. That's clear, that's what you mean. Oh, no, I got it. Isaiah 13 and 5. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land.
See that now, them people, that's what he's talking about, these other nations, man. But I think that's going into the destruction of here. Right? With the weapons of his indignation, that's the thermonuclear missiles.
That global movement has got to stop, bro.
Nah, it's gonna happen. That's the Lord's will. You know? He's because you gotta understand, it tells you in the what's that? It says Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of the fathers. So right now, what you're seeing the fall of Esau's rule, his rulership. And how we know the end time started when Yahweh Shah walked the earth over 2,000 years ago in the Roman captivity. The Romans was like really the beginning and the end of the world. Like we're living in that same society. Like, everything around us right now, like you got the school systems, you got the Democrats and Republicans, the same way in Rome when they were setting up the cities. You had two different parties. Every building, like every court building you go to, or like go to Washington, you got the obelisk, right? That's the sun god. You got the Capitol and all those buildings. They're built like if you look up the structures at Mount Seir, they're built just like that. You know, that's how you know who's in control. The Edomites. That's where they was exiled to Mount Seir, the Caucasus Mountains. You know, because Esau ran up there. Because him and Jacob, they were brothers, but Esau ended up going to Mount Seir. That's his land. And Jacob was, the Lord sent him in the land of Canaan and all that. Go ahead, bro.
It was heavy. He said that because this scripture will back up what he said. The Spirit. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
That's right. Remember when you was like, when you was going through the history in Africa, when he was in Western Africa, watch, that he bought those nations. So he had with the Spaniards, they came from afar, right? They were speaking Latin. Because Christopher Columbus, which his real name is Cristobal Colon, right? So then he spoke a different tongue. Even in how he said when he came over here, he saw the darkness of the people. He was Italian. Yeah, but see, with Christopher Columbus, he used it right here in Esdras. That's in the book of the Apocrypha. He used that, the book of Esdras. If you watch that movie with Christopher Columbus, he'll tell you, he's like, oh, he used the book of Esdras to get over here, right? And he had a Hebrew-speaking navigator because he knew what the people he was coming to speak to. Because he couldn't speak it, but go ahead, bro. Read that again.
It says, Deuteronomy 28 and 49, the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth.
That's right.
As swift as the eagle flies.
You see that? And what's America's logo? The eagle. Even going to Babylon, their logo was the eagle. Rome's logo was the eagle. So was the Greeks. Their logos were the eagle. So that's how I know these are all the same people. And they just come back. We are reincarnated. We come back in a different era. Every third and fourth generation, right? Come back. And you brought right back down here. And the Lord's going to put you in the same lot that you was in your past life. All the way into the end, which we're in the end now where we're not going to die anymore. The reason why we die because we sin. Scriptures tell you the wages of sin is death. And death is, it tells you in the scriptures, death is the last enemy to be conquered. These other nations, they're still going to die, but the Lord is going to give us new bodies and everything. We're not going to be sick no more because we're going to be in complete order with His will. We're going to be perfect children. And that's what He's bringing. Read
That's
that.
Pretty much what Muslims believe.
Read that, bro.
It says, as swift as the eagle flying, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Yeah, the nations whose tongue you're not going to understand. So when they came to us, they were speaking, we like, oh. That's why they told us when they brought us over here, they changed our names. Told us we couldn't read the English. They had everything in English. It's like going to what's this guy? Alexander the Greek, right? He had a but it was he had a lot of things translated, right? And to a language, he grabbed Israelites to have it translated because they understood it, and he put everything in his library. He was about taking a lot of books from the people.
Oh, over there in Egypt.
Yeah, Alexander, Egypt.
Alexander, yeah. Which they stole a lot of stuff from us and held it there. Well, I told you that. We also got the Indian boarding school. I mean, beat the names out of all the Indians and made us call out the women.
I gotta go.
All right, bro. Yo, nice talking to you, bro. No doubt, bro. No, you too, bro. Stay strong. And don't forget, check that out, bro. All right, that's all. All right, bro.
At the end of the day,
hey, yo, I got this for a reason. I want to read this to you real quick because I just showed you the Apocrypha, right? This is you got the Holy, all right? That's the see that Yahweh's name.
So you're saying the King version,
King James version is but the 1611. Check it out. It says the King James version was revised in later editions to correct mistakes These corrected versions often became the new standard. In the 1629, the first King James Version printed in Cambridge dropped the Apocrypha. So they took the Apocrypha out. That's why I'm showing you this right here. You got the King James Version, see right here. Lavishly the title instructed, the King James Version 1611. The inscription says this translation was made at the king's command using the original languages of the Bible as well as other translations. The new translation is appointed to be read in the churches. You know, but it's telling you like they took the Apocrypha out. Why did they take it out? It says a practice that caught on because it reduced the cost of the Bible by eliminating the sections considered least reliable. So they was trying to say, if you knew the Apocrypha back then, it was really telling you who your people are. You went to the Maccabees, first Maccabees, second Maccabees. You start reading Ezra, first Ezra, second Ezra, and going through it, people are like, oh snap, this book is about us. So that's why they took it out.
I remember when I was young, when I was like, because Muslims, we learn the Quran like word for word, to the best of our ability, as much as we can. And I remember learning the first chapter, the second chapter of Baqarah, was the cow. And I remember, like, once I got to a certain, I got into like the 60s, I'm learning this memorization, so I got up to about 60. It goes to 289, I think. So when I got to the 60s, I got to the 40s. Every time I look around, I'm like, yeah, baby, it's so hard, yeah. And I'm like, it got to the story of Samiru. When it got to him,
the prophet.
Yeah, well, this wasn't the prophet Samuel. This was a dude who was a false prophet.
Okay.
He led to when Bani Israel was led out of Egypt. He and Moses went away for the 40 days. He went against Aaron, and he led the tribes to worship in the calf.
Okay, all right, I got you.
You understand?
You're talking about in the wilderness.
Yeah, so I got kind of tired of hearing Israel, Bani Israel. I got tired of hearing.
That's not.
Yeah, I got tired of hearing. Yeah. But now I understand why.
But it wasn't good. It wasn't
It was talking about me.
Exactly.
It was talking about me.
Yeah, you were into
So I'm like, I'm Muslim. Why am I worried about Bani Israel? You understand what I'm saying? But now that I'm older, now I get it, why it brought my spirit so much. It wasn't time for me to learn that. It wasn't time for me to get into that.
That's right. Everything's in the Lord's time, brother.
So now, I gotta go back and learn those scriptures.
That's right, brother. Hey, man.
But I realize, like, the truth is, as Africans,
there you go. That's right.
Africans, it's like this. And if in fact, when I do my DNA, if I find that I have, because they're tricking us.
That's why you don't do that.
They're telling us that we are Nigerian. My sister-in-law came back.
No, we're not Nigerian.
Yeah.
We ran into
that's the land.
Yeah, exactly. That's
she's
right.
Igbo. I can look at her and see she's Igbo.
Yeah, there you go. Because they call us that. That's like us saying we American.
I could have her with me with African clothes on. And the Igbos just want to talk to their language. That's how Igbo she is. You understand? So, my thing is, I realized that I was right about the Muslims not following the law and Allah's wrath or God's wrath coming against them and allowing what happened with the transatlantic slave trade.
There you go.
But now
I
understand that the people who it wasn't just the Muslims, but it's the Muslims who, it's the Igbos the tribe of Judah, the Levites, all of them that had became Muslim,
Benjamin and Levi.
that had became Muslim, or who accepted the Islamic traditions, when they didn't follow it and they took up the practices of idolatry that was so prevalent in the land, it's like,
Oh, here you go, right
God
here.
didn't like it.
Here you go, right here, bro. This is what I was trying to explain to you. With the books. All right, it's here we go. Sorry, here. It says Alexandria to make an accurate translation of the Jewish law, the 5 books of Moses into Greek, right? It says when the 72 scholars arrived, because he went and got let me go over here first. It says the Jews lived under the Jews lived under Persian rule for about 200 years, from the time of Cyprus overdue the Babylonians until Alexander the Greek conquered the Persian Empire in 332 BC. Beginning in 323, when Alexander died, the Palestinians and Egypt came under the control of Alexander's former general Ptolemy I, who was succeeded by his general Ptolemy II in 285. Ptolemy the second was the great ruler who fostered learning. His capital at Alexandria, Egypt, became the chief center of learning in the Mediterranean world, noted for its extensive library. That's why I want to talk about that real quick. It says, by Ptolemy's time, large numbers of Jews had left their home to work and study in foreign lands, including Egypt, and they spoke the Greek language, received the Greek education, and adopted many Greek customs in time. These dispersed Jews, known as the Jews of Diaspora, right? And that's when it's going into the Hellenistic area, right? Of the era, my fault. But it says, I want to get here. It says Alexandria to make an accurate translation of the Jewish law, the 5 books of Moses into Greek. When the 72 scholars arrived in Alexandria, there were six scriptural scholars from each of the 12 tribes of Israel. They were served sumptuous feasts and treated almost as royalty. They were then given a quiet place to work on a small island a mile out into the Mediterranean Sea. The scholars divided the work among themselves, consulting one another as they progressed. They completed their translations in 72 days. When the translations was read to the assembly of local Jews, it was lavishly praised. In fact, it was declared to be so accurate that a curse was placed on anyone who dared change anything about it. King Ptolemy II was pleased with the translation, marveling at the genius of the lawgiver. So they had the scriptures translated, like the dude earlier. He was like, "Oh, that's written in Greek," but it was translated from the Hebrew to the Greek, because our people spoke Greek, so that's how they had to read it to them. So that's just a translation of the language and everything like that to prove that we were all amongst all these different regions, and we learned their customs. That's why I said they received a Greek education. They grew up in Greek schools. The same thing right now. They're receiving the Greek education. They learn from from the slave masters, the ones that conquered. So they're only going to teach their triumph. So that's why we have to go. And like you say, you read, man. So it's a blessed is he that readeth, man. So you're going to read and you just ask the Lord to guide you to the right doctrine, man. You watch those brothers, man. Great millstone, man. That'll explain a lot to you. We about to get out here. We get out here almost 4 hours.
I'm glad to see y'all brothers, trying to teach the people, man, because I look at the situation, and I'm appalled at some of the, it's like some of the, I don't know how you, contradictions or not contradictions, but some of the things that I know that should be being done, that's not being done, it's kind of, it's like, wow. It's like, We're supposed to be, like Muslims supposed to be doing the same thing out there. Same what y'all doing right now, we're supposed to be doing. During the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace and blessings be upon him. The people, his followers, they did exactly this right here. They did exactly this. You understand?
But nah, bro, you stop me something, bro. Because when the people come up here, they think we are devils. Oh my God, you know what I mean?
Like,
no disrespect to you, but
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I would love to see our brothers, you know what I'm saying, following suit and doing what's necessary to help the people. And the people need help, man.
Hey, man, this how we help them. Teaching the truth.
Yeah, the people need help.
We gotta teach the truth, and it's up to the Lord to give it to them, for them to believe it. Like the brother said, every man be persuaded in his own mind. You know, that's it, brother.
So God bless, man.
Yo, you too, brother. Have a good night, man. Hey, man, that's beautiful. Because if we ended like that, because we had a lot, we done with a lot tonight, man. We've been out here, going on 3.5 hours, man. You had demons come up, you had men with understanding come up, But that guy, he humble, man. So hey, the Lord can take that spirit of Ishmael off of him. Because for one, he acknowledges that he's an Israelite, so he would be one of those Israelites that like the Moors, the Moors that fought that Islamic stuff, man. Going into what? The Christian Crusade and the Arabs, man, when they had that war, man. So I'm about to get out of here, man. Just grab this find some scripture to end it on. It was we had a wild night, man. Wild camp, but hey, man, it was very spiritual though. Very spiritual, and Lord's willing, brothers was edified, man. We tried to bring out, with the spirit the spirit moves like that, man. It's here, it's like the wind, man. It blows, but hey, we still touched on, wish we could have borrowed more scriptures, But we'll probably reflect on it during the week. We'll do some lessons and all that, man. But at the end of the day, that the man that was up here earlier, the Lord sent spirits around. As soon as he left, he sent another spirit around to really to confirm what we're doing is right, man. Got him out. He was cutting himself left and right. So the scriptures say, argue not much with a fool. Yeah, of course you get a little angry. I used a couple of choice words with him, but that's what he wanted. And I had to identify that and like, damn, all he's doing is coming in the spirit of Satan, man. Trying to cause discourse and confusion. All right, but look how it ended up. It ended up peacefully, man. We resisted all them spirits that was out here, and they flee. And the same way we came out here, how calm it is now, it was calm like that, and we're going to leave it the same way, man. As soon as we came, all them spirits, shoo! We had to pick through them, boom.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16.
Right.
And he calls them all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads,
Right.
and that no man might buy or sell, save he that hath the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding cut the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
That's right, which is Kasai stigma. I should have asked that dude that earlier.
Yep.
I should have asked him about the mark.
He would deny it.
Yeah, he might have blew a fucking gasket.
He Old Testament dude. So
he don't believe in that. He don't even believe in Yahweh's son. No, even this man was like, oh, damn, y'all believe this, that? And like the way he was saying, I knew he wasn't trying to be like hypocritical, or sarcastic, anything like that, But hey, man, Lord's willing, y'all got some out of it, man. So with that, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rechak, double honors to the apostles and others at Great Millstone, taught us the truth, honors and salutations to the elect. So the next week we're gonna say Mawafa Baba Ba,
Baba Ball.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
Shalom. Yo, we